Hey, top of the morning. So we're gonna do it from this point on. I still in the process of it. Shout out to my homie who gave me the little beat down for the music, man, for the shit, man, for the stream, for the channel, man. But salute to everybody, man. It is 9:03 in the west. That makes it 12 if you're in the east coast, and that makes it 11:03 if you're in the central time zone. 10:03 in the mountains, 7:03 in Hawaii. All right, undressed everything. Um, a lot to get into, a lot to chop it up about. We got the Final Four, men and women, goes as such. South Carolina will play Louisville in one side, and the other side of the bracket, you have UConn. They will play Stanford, the defending champions, and the women's Final Four will be on the first and on the third, and the bottom end would be the second and the fourth. Um, Men's goes as such. First game of the night is Villanova versus Kansas, and you have Carolina playing against Duke ACC. One thing I did get right about, but one thing I was wrong about, I'm not surprised that that one a conference that was going to get two teams in. I thought it was going to be the Big 12, but Texas Tech, they handled their business. Duke is clicking on all senators. I know everybody's talking about everybody else. That's how I like it. They ain't talking about Kansas. That's fine. I respect Jay Wright. They can talk about Villanova because hey, this is the fourth time they're gonna meet, and every time that we faced them, the last two times they beat Kansas and they end up winning the chip. So we just gonna, yeah, I understand they don't have one of their players who have an ACL and everything like that. I get all that, but ain't nobody talk about Kansas. But that's who I still think is still going to win the chip. I picked them to win it when the bracket started, and I'm still gonna stay with my pick. And then yeah, so we're just gonna do that. And the women's gonna be very interesting as well. Um, That girl Buckers, man, she was just getting buckets, man. She was just getting buckets, man. I thought North Carolina State got hold. It should have been an and one. Um, it was in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So to me, they did have a benefited a lot of calls and stuff like that. But man, but UConn, AZ Fudd, and the man, and it was just over, man. At first, but you guys giving that cat, look at that girl was not, they want that, she did not want her team to lose. Coming out the curls, swish, she was talking so much shit. I like her energy, but North Carolina State girls, they was coming right back, hit shit right back in her face and everything like that. That was a battle, and that was history as well. First time a women's regional final went into double overtime, went into overtime, went into double overtime, went into overtime, period, and double overtime. So women had that game was a classic as well, and you got to tip the cap out the Louisville Cardinal girls. They handled their business against Michigan. That defense was just stifling them. They didn't know what to do. They did not honestly know what to do. Hit the like, share, subscribe. I'm very gonna be on here. Like I said, um, yeah, you want to. I'm just gonna say this once for the one time. You want me to do videos and everything like that, man, or whatever. You know, I don't have the link. I ain't got the setup to put it in the have it in the chat to put the link in and all this other stuff. Because I'm still in the process of figuring that out of how to do all that. But other than that, it's good with everybody. We're gonna go ahead and just go ahead with the NBA scores. But I just can't wait to the Final Four. The women's as well. It's gonna be on and popping. And the women's is gonna be hard because I did pick South Carolina girls to win it. I think it's gonna be them in Stanford again. Cause that's who they lost to. And Stanford ended up beating Arizona. You know, um, for the championship. So, which was a all Pac-12 affair. So, no, and I did watch. A shout out to everybody. I did watch Undisputed, and I did. But best shout out to the homie who told me to watch the video of yesterday, where Rick Butner sat there and killed Nick Wright on his own little show. Yeah, that was straight ether for his ass. So this okay. Nuggets beat the Hornets 113-109. Cavaliers beat the Magic 107-101. The Hawks beat the Pacers 132-123. The Heat beat the Kings 123-100. The Knicks beat the Bulls 109-104. The Raptors beat the Celtics 115 to 112. And the loss of Robert Williams really hurt that team. The loss of Robert Williams, I'm going to repeat this one more time. The loss of Robert Williams really hurt that team. Man, injuries happens. We know that. But what that I just, it hurts me to see when you see somebody who really, you know, improved in his game, and it's a key part. He is that key part of that to that team, and that's a huge loss, a major loss on that squad. But we're gonna see how the Celtics gonna look moving forward. Um, Spurs beat the Rockets, so technically, if the Lakers lose on Tuesday, they'll be actually be 11 because the Spurs on the tiebreaker, if I ain't mistaken. And then you got the Grizzlies who beat down of the Warriors. And the Thunder beat the Blazers. That's a bad loss for the Blazers. You was trying to. Let me look at the standings currently. Then I'm gonna drop the link for everybody to come in. And no, I don't want to talk about. This is one thing we're not gonna talk about today. I ain't talking about you know who, but I ain't talking about. I don't want to talk about no Chris Rock and no Will Smith. I'm gonna repeat myself one more time. I don't want to talk about it. Not today. I don't want to talk about it. All right, the Heat. Now let's go to the East. Now I'm gonna get the East. I'm gonna get the East. Yeah, okay. East goes as such. Miami is 48 to 28. Philly is 46 and 28 and two. Milwaukee is three is 46-28. The Celtics is 47 and 29. The Bulls is 43 and 32. The sixth seed is the Raptors. They are 43 and 32. The Cavaliers are 7, 42 and 33. Brooklyn Nets is 39 and 36. The Charlotte Hornets is 39 and 37. And Atlanta Hawks are the 10th is 38 and 37. The Knicks is 34 and 32. Washington is 32 and 42. Then them two teams is only team that's currently alive. Indiana they don't apply. Detroit Pistons don't apply, and the Magic don't apply. Basically, they're eliminated. Phoenix they clinched the first seed. Um, Memphis did clinch a playoff berth. They're currently the 2 seed at 53 and 23. The Suns has got the league best record, 61 and 14. You got Golden State, 48 and 28. Then you got the Mavericks, 46 and 29. You got the Utah Jazz at 5 at 45 and 30. You got Denver at 45 and 31. Then you got the Timberwolves at 43 and 33. We got the Clippers at 36 and 39. They are the AC. Then you have the Pelicans are 42 and 43. Then the Lakers are right now they're 10, but if they lose tomorrow, they could drop because the Spurs I think hold the tiebreaker on them, if I ain't mistaken. But who's eliminated out the seed out the West is the Rockets and the Thunder. They just had one more team. They just had three, but the East to me, like I said, is we getting down to the basics at the end of the regular season. The East got given their props, man. This year there has been a better conference this year. That's just my opinion. Y'all can't say it's weak. You gotta give their credit because to me they are better this year. All right, let's see and drop the link so you come on in. Yeah, UConn will be in trouble. Page come back, but dude, hey, UConn is not winning a title this year, man. I'm telling you, they about to play Stanford. And Stanford got some dogs. So hey, she did one of the greatest performances ever, but I just don't see UConn. Dude, they made it. They made it the last 4 years. Nash in 4 years. This is the fifth year. They made it the last 5 years to the championship. I mean, to the Final Four, and did not win a ring. They got beat in the first game. Them girls is not scared. These girls that's left in the tournament, Louisville, South Carolina, and Stanford, them girls ain't scared of UConn. I know y'all love UNC. UNC and Duke getting all the headlines in the Final Four. That's fine. I like all that. Villanova. Nobody's talking about Kansas. Go ahead, keep on talking about all of them. What y'all fail to realize, Duke and Carolina, they gotta play each other. I believe Kansas gonna handle their business because everybody else that played a great ball. Kansas had one good half. Now you're on a big stage, which I think they're gonna show out. That's just my opinion. Everybody else, we're talking about everybody else, and I like that shit. Yo,
It's always man, salute.
salute. I tried to call you Lester, but your phone was.
Yeah, I ain't go pay the bill because I got doubles lined up. So when I be getting off, that bitch be off. So I'm on my little other phone right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I be using my jive phone and my cousin tablet to save my shit. But now I'm on my shit, you know. But hey, listen to me. You can't pull that bitch off though, bro.
Yeah, they did. Like I said, dude, they did. Look, dude, Hey, I watched that whole game, bro. Matter of fact, I've always recorded. I got it on my tablet. I watched it again this morning. But North Carolina State girls, they did get hold. That girl should have fouled out, man. That was an N1. That was an N1. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking like, you didn't call that shit? Shit like that fucks up the game. You see what I'm
Now I agree
saying?
with that, but UConn should have been finished that shit. Your girl missed them two free throws.
Yeah, but the matter is, you got the best referees, the best. That's how you get to the final fours. They go by your how you officiate during the season, and then yeah, that stuff matters, man. You can't miss a call like that, man. Like you can't. Like, and I just looked at him, and the only thing I didn't understand about what the coach did, like, dude, you did the same thing last year. You called a timeout when you didn't have to, because the girls is different. That made Gino on the rim. It made Gino call another timeout. But overtime, them girls was going at it though. I ain't gonna
Yeah, I
lie.
like it. I
I
watched that
love,
game
man. That
yesterday
game was
because I was
lit.
able to catch it while I was at work going in and out. So
Man,
at
man.
first I thought UConn was gonna lose that bitch because
Nah, I didn't think
NC
so.
State, NC State wasn't trying to let up, and then that girl who hit
Mm-hmm.
that clutch three to send it in the overtime, she was
Mm-hmm.
balling that whole game. I was like, oh,
Yep, she
I like
was.
her, dog. I
And
like her.
and that freshman was balling too. The
You in
French,
North Carolina State got some solid players over there, though. I ain't gonna lie, them motherfuckers be balling.
yeah, they do. I didn't think they was gonna beat UConn, man. That was a That's like a home game for them. That was a home game. That's in Bridgeport. Bridgeport ain't nowhere from where UConn play. That was like a home game. That was where the regional was at. When I seen they was still alive, I was like, whoa. But that overtime was classic. Then that second one, she was coming out them curl, nothing but net, swish, nothing but net,
Yeah, but what
swish.
happened to fucking Arizona, nigga?
Arizona nigga, they lost, nigga.
I told you they were gonna get their ass smoked.
But your car, I told you that because I told y'all Gonzaga was gonna get smoked.
I ain't never trusted Gonzaga since they had Adam Mars. I'm just being real. They always have solid players that you can, probably try to build off of the draft. Like the dude just went to Orlando. I was liking him when he played for Gonzaga. But dog, they overrated. When the moment get too big, them niggas ain't gonna show up. They be beating up on Creighton and Bates and all them in that weak ass conference. They won't go to the big boys and can't never win it.
Hey, and this is one thing I like about and this is one thing I like about college basketball. They talk about all these other teams. Yeah, Duke got this because they got the storyline and all this. Dude, Kansas can match up with y'all niggas, man. I don't know what y'all keep on thinking these niggas ain't. Okay, I can't wait till the Final Four start. I can't wait. Duke just better handle their business against Carolina.
Hey, you don't see no storyline with that Mike Krzyzewski about to go out? Duke wasn't supposed to
Mm,
be in there that far.
man,
They
on
not that strong and deep, dog. North Carolina already bust their ass up.
man, that to me, man, Duke can't. Man, this is what I see. And I was just talking to the homie about that last night, and he was like, man, it said Kansas get there, man. Kansas could be either one of them teams, and it's like they disrespecting. Keep This is what I don't understand about. I, they're so quick to follow the storyline and they go by the script, but to me, it's like disrespect because Kansas been in the top 10 no later has been basically been top 7 or 8 majority of the whole entire year and been number haven't been number one but basically been in the top 8 the whole freaking year, basically top 10 the whole year.
You say Kansas?
Yeah, they always been in there. Kansas been in the top 4 5 majority all year long. It's been like that. It's a fact. Kansas, and then I like how they're not getting their disrespect, man. They're not getting their respect, and I like that shit. I like that shit. But y'all Duke and Carolina, especially y'all Dukies, y'all gotta play Carolina. Them boys looking hungry. Yeah,
Hey,
y'all got
bro,
them stories,
who beat
y'all.
Gonzaga?
Arkansas beat them niggas.
Oh yeah, all right, all right.
The Razorbacks got them.
R.I.P. Nolan Richardson, man. That nigga was a good coach at Arkansas.
Hmm. And then they got that in, and one thing about Carolina too, they got that in and out with Bangkok, and you got then you got that white boy Brady Matic. I remember that motherfucker. He used to light Kansas ass up for 4 years. Just like that one dude from Miami was killing Kansas in the first half in Miami game. He played at Oklahoma. He used to bust can. I remember he averaged 14 points, but still, I remember games he sat there was bust Kansas ass. Like, man, who is man? Get on this nigga.
Let me ask you a question. UCLA still living?
No, UCLA got beat by Carolina. Carolina beat them.
Oh, all right. So
Carolina
who in
beat
the
them.
final four? Kansas, Duke, Carolina, and Villanova, huh?
Kansas played Villanova first, and Duke and Carolina is the second game. 1 and 2, and 2 and 8.
So who number 8? North Carolina or Duke?
Carolina is 8. Duke is a 2 seed.
That's crazy, huh?
Duke been in the top 10 all year long too, though. They have, but they ain't been better than Kansas though. To me, Kansas been the most consistent team to me. Cause this is one thing I like about Kansas too. Them niggas can play a bad game, but they defense keep them in games though, man. They defense, man. Everybody, oh, they defense. I'm like, dude, y'all know. Okay, when them boys decided to lock up on Miami in the second half, look what they did to them boys. Them boys got to lock in from the beginning, which I think they're gonna do this time. Cause Abacha, I want that nigga to go out. It's just time for Kansas to win them another chip, man. I don't give a fuck about Duke and Mike Krzyzewski and all this other shit. Cause we owe them niggas anyway. I remember when they beat them a long time ago. Had Grant Hill doing dunks on us and shit. Alley oop and dunks and shit. Remember that shit? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that shit. Dunked on all them niggas, man. Didn't like that shit. I never liked the Duke, man. Like never, never.
That was my brother's favorite team. That nigga
Yeah,
like the other Duke Blue Devils.
man, I'll root for Carolina if I root for Duke. That's for real.
Yeah, I go to Chapel Hill before going.
Hmm. Shit, hell, I go to Raleigh before I go to Duke on some realness. Scott, I've been out there. Went to Salem.
Oh, boy. My last double of the week, and then I'm downhill from here, baby.
And we got that Energizer Bunny coming off the bench, Remy Martin too, and he's looking like he was when he was at Arizona State, man. Okay, let's keep talking about them Dukies and Duke and Carolina both can. I wish Kansas could play all them niggas, get them all one by one. I wish it couldn't be like that, but it ain't like that. They just getting disrespected. Of course, Duke gets, oh, yes, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Now you're going to see niggas that really can play that defense. Because y'all forget the last 3 years, actually last 5 years, I had predicted the right champion. We're going to see if I can go
So who
4
you got
6.
coming out that bitch this year?
I got Kansas coming out this year. It's going to be back. Big 12 won it last year. The Big 12 going to win it again this year.
Who won that?
Villanova,
Who won it last year?
Baylor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's the championship still going to stay in the best. Cause that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think Kansas is going to win. Because Villanova, even if they did have their old boy who lost one of their key pieces to an ACL, Kansas is too deep, man. Kansas can play it. Kansas to me is the most complete team on there than
Y'all
anybody.
still got Bill Self or whatever his damn name is.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, Bill Self's still there. Bill Self ain't going nowhere. Him and Jay Wright, um, every time they met each other, they all been him and Jay Wright in the Final Fours they've been in. Jay four this they fourth time feast going to the Final Four. But Jay Wright won, and every time we played each other, last time we played them was '08. We beat them in '08 to go to the to go to the Final Four. And no, yeah, no, I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that run again. I know we played them. Yeah, every time we played them in the Final Four, yeah, we beat them in '08. That's how we end up playing Memphis. And then yeah, man, this gonna be crunk this year, bro. I'm telling you, the girls is man, they got Louisville. Louisville go against South Carolina, and you got UConn going against the defending champs, Stanford girls.
So they in the final four too.
Who?
The girls.
Yeah, Louisville girls. Louisville plays South Carolina, and UConn girls they'll play Stanford Cardinals. They defended champions from last year.
I forgot about Stanford. Fuck, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even want to talk about that, man. Dylan, man, you out there with Transformers? War the beastie eye. On a passenger,
Hey, bro, I
got a
heard about
food to
that shit,
throw
dog.
to see if his
All them
forces
niggas
on
rocking like
the
that, boy.
Decepticons, the Transformers.
All them niggas
War the
rocking like
beastie
that.
eye. The Transformers. War the beastie eye. Transformers.
Nigga, I'm doing the Adam's apple check. You can't remove that bitch. Just raise your neck up. What that is in that tree right there? Soon you look up, I'ma chop your head right on your neck, bitch.
like Master P used to say that nigga got a wood, a tree. He got a tree and two apples, nigga.
I'm trying to tell you now.
Boy, you better get up, boy. Oh man.
Everything looks sweet ain't sweet, nigga.
Mm, mm, mm. Transformers.
Them motherfuckers having sex changes and all that, fooling the fuck out of them niggas with that money.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really gonna
Well,
act like, oh, I ain't know there was a trend, bitch. You knew that was.
hey, be
But
singing it
you
like
thought you
this.
weren't gonna never get caught.
Be sitting there like Deuce Bigelow and shit. Nigga, everything nowadays is posted. Niggas all got phones and shit. They all gotta have phones and flash and shit. They all gotta have that little zazz and shit. You know, so them motherfuckers like Deuce Bigelow. Well, how gay are you? Motherfucker, taking turkey legs and shit out the motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. These niggas on
Captain
some.
Turkey neck, huh? This nigga around here bumping turkey neck.
Yeah.
Bitch is down bad, boy. Bitch should be on Conan with Ernest Schwarzenegger and Will Chamberlain. Down here swinging turkey neck. Captain Turkey neck. You,
Oh
you
shit.
bitch you.
Oh man. Oh man. What's wrong with these guys? Oh my god. Oh my
Nigga say
god.
your turkey neck got gravy. I like yours more.
Oh
Bitch, you got bald pickle feet, bitch.
mm,
Nigga out here bumping and swinging and all that, and then won't get mad. When nigga talk about that.
yeah, this new era, man. This new era, man. These niggas on some goofy shit, man.
Yeah, and they
Like,
don't be denying it. Them bitches
and
don't.
and
Them
and, and,
bitches will
and,
get on that
and, and,
motherfucker and still don't
hey,
deny it.
hey, this is
And
the
man,
thing
don't play
though.
with me, man. Them niggas don't be doing none of that.
And this is the thing, man. And this is the thing too, bro. Cause we talk about this all the time. Look how the world is easy letting this shit just let it go on and go on. Now these niggas come out with this shit. Now niggas be like, oh, it's okay. Shoot, we just live in an era now where
Once I
it's
heard
not
what he did, I ain't much try to listen to it. But
me
I
either.
seen real Elise did a video on it. A lot of people doing videos about that shit.
I can't do it. I don't even want to talk about it next. Nigga, you out there with a tree trunk swimming.
Yeah, a nigga out there with the D&D smoke size.
Mm-mm. That nigga over there with the Johnsonville bratwurst steaks. That nigga out there with the with the
That nigga booty open lock in Miami.
that nigga got that Cabola sausage. He fucking with that Cabola sausages and shit.
Nigga got that booty link, huh? You
Nigga
get
got
it?
that.
Boo dang. Nigga
Man,
hitting you in the
man.
boo dang.
That nigga got a hot. That nigga got a hot and spicy sausage.
Nigga got a jalapeno on his ass.
Hmm. Nigga, that nigga like the white bratwurst.
I'm surprised at Dylan Brooks, bro, but I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, I'm surprised, dude. I'm like, dude, I used to watch, I used to see this dude all the time in Oregon, man. But my boy used to always tell me, man, like, man, what's up with Dylan, man? I'm like, man, what are you talking about? Man, look how he is, bro. But this is my boy used to tell me this shit all the time, man. And now this shit makes sense to me now. 'Cause, you know, I live in Oregon, and I used to see this dude all the time. I used to live in Eugene. Used to be on campus all the time.
Hey,
Used to
bro,
see
like they
this.
said, whatever stays in the dark will come to the light, my nigga. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So all
What
that secret shit you
comes
doing to keep
in the
that bag
dark?
going, to stay irrelevant, boy, niggas gonna expose that shit because they got too much social media out here.
Oh man, that
And
nigga
then
big.
nigga having sex changes, niggas won't be female, so it's easy for them to fool
Oh
you.
man, big
And
word. I gotta read this, man. He said Dylan Brooks out there playing full court defense with his transformer. Man, man.
what he
Hey,
said, T?
he said Dylan Brooks out here playing full court defense with his transformer. Oh man. Oh man, I gotta roll me a blunt now, man. I
Who that
said
is? Decepticon or Optimus Prime?
I don't know. Sine wave, nigga.
That might be leader one of Turbo. You heard me? Off the GoBots. They had the GoBot. They used to be my shit
Mm-hmm.
too with leader one and Turbo.
Mm-hmm.
That might be Voltron. Fuck, never know.
No, you never know, nigga. You right.
Nigga walking around with the Voltron on his leg, huh? Like he don't feel that snake riding up there. Batteries coming. How they say? Batteries sold separate. You got to get some batteries for this bitch.
Oh yeah, batteries are sold separately. They used to say that. They used to say that shit. We was going up. Batteries are sold separately. Like,
They got that vibration.
right.
I
You
can't
got
believe
that
these niggas, dog. These niggas
vibe.
is really out here selling their soul for that shit.
Nigga
I
out
don't
there,
see how you don't know that's no nigga, because guess what?
dude out there getting butt crumbs. Lord have mercy, Jesus. What happened to the black nectar, Lord? What happened to it? Just like just any nectar for any mighty man. And I'm just black, you know. I, I just gotta. You know what, James? But Skip. Oh, I got to put this on you. I got to put this on you. I told this to a nigga yesterday. I forgot who I said this to yesterday. Who talked to me yesterday. But Skip, he scored 39 points yesterday. Skip, what else can he do? Skip, but Skip.
And you know the difference in that? What else can he do? Play defense and make his
You do
teammates
they
better.
make better. Exactly.
Because we seen them dudes go out there and put four 20-point scores on the floor without your ball headed ass. So I don't want to hear all that shit. It's too many
Oh,
excuses.
it's too many excuses. That's why I don't. That's why I had to say that to get that out the way. 'Cause, hey, I'm done cooking him to the meat to the pig meat, nigga. And this nigga, they still want to talk about this nigga, man. Fuck out of here.
That
Anyway,
nigga ain't got no meat on the bone. That's why his hair gone. I done cooked that nigga. Boy, I done overcooked this nigga, dog. I ain't lying him, man. And I'm about to start on KD bitch ass next.
mm,
Because he got more help, just like LeBron, and you getting your ass whooped over there. The Hornets beat the fuck out y'all.
that nigga like he got buckshots, and that nigga act like he ain't never had a brush in his life.
I don't know what's wrong with them niggas, though, T, bro. What's wrong? Like, your mama ain't never showed you how to get up and brush your hair
Right.
before you go to school?
My mama and daddy, nigga, like what the hell?
That goes to show you, dog, that shit be stressing them dudes out. Cause they
Man,
know they be selling out for that bag. So they gonna act like they ain't got no time to do nothing, and only thing they got to do is run crazy and run around get that money for the white folks. Keep selling out for that bag. But guess what, man? How much money do you fucking need, dog? All this land out here, man. We could have been fixed our own situation, but a nigga rather go buy Gucci, go spend that money on a Bugatti, and buy shit don't have no value, dog. That's why I don't even wrap my head around. I'm trying to fix my own shit. And when it comes to personal shit, I like to talk about it. But when it comes to the sports world and niggas making that kind of money, we all know them dudes sell out.
no, it's facts.
We
What's
all
good,
know them
y'all?
dudes
Salute,
sell out.
salute, OG, salute,
Hey, that
OG.
was you,
Salute, big
Big
word.
Worm. That's you, Big Worm, letting niggas know, man. Nigga, come
Oh
out
yeah,
here,
when I was a
nigga.
shorty, I just letting them know if you cross that line, man, you gonna get that ass taxed, man.
I got you already got that look in your eye, nigga. That's where your daughter get that shit from, nigga. On
What's
everything,
good?
nigga.
What's good with y'all though, man? Hope y'all having a blessed, hope y'all having a
Oh
blessed day
yeah,
so
same
far.
with you, big dog. Don't know what
Hey,
I'm tripping out off of?
I'm rolling me
What y'all
one,
think
bro.
about that will shit though?
I don't want to talk about that, bro. I don't want to talk about that till after the facts come out. We'll talk
What you
about
say
that
about
some
the
other
what?
time.
What'd you say, OG?
Talking about the Will Smith and the Chris Rock
Oh,
thing.
man,
No, no, no. Y'all can talk about it, bro. I
I
don't want
think
to talk
like
about it.
this.
I'm
I
saying,
think
hold on. What kind of facts you need to see though, T, right before you
yeah,
talk about it? The
yeah.
facts is out there.
He petty
Niggas
for
done
that,
broke
bro.
that shit down and doing homework on it already. But see,
I,
the blind eye gonna look at it for what is worth from their point of view. But the real niggas
Yep.
yeah,
see
I
the
already
shit
know
that's
what it's
going
here
on.
for, right?
JT,
Cause
that
go ahead, y'all. Let's
he
cook.
should have kept that. He should have. You know what, bro? If you gonna slap a
He didn't do his
motherfucker,
homework. He
you
didn't do his
gotta.
homework. First of all, when you say a joke like that,
Yeah.
most comedians one on one. When you say a joke, that's why most comedians when they go out these celebrities, the celebrities be laughing and shit like that. I sent you one the other day about Martin, how he said that he was getting on with that chick from. That's how niggas was. See how that nigga was laughing. Did that nigga? Did he go up on stage and smack Martin? No, cause he already knew.
Nah, but he let My thing is like this, right? You let that young bull, August. You let him all in your crib. He cracking your wife in your bed, all in
Me and
your
slap
house.
that nigga. I put that in the
That's what I.
comments.
That's my thing. But to me, it was a joke, and you was laughing at the shit at first. So now you look
Thank you.
over and you
Yeah,
see her. Now she give you a look, and now you want to be a big
she
dog. You think,
handling it. She's handling that nigga. That's
bro?
her handler.
I'm gonna just say this, right? If it
She wear
was,
the pants,
if
nigga.
that was someone else,
Exactly.
if that was someone else, they would have slapped the shit out of Will. They would have knocked Will Smith ass out, bro. All that
Then he be like,
professional
nah, nah,
shit,
nah, 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 nah. Get your
all
ass
that,
slapped.
bro. Look it. As soon as you slap me, bro, all that professional shit out the window. Fuck the
Mm-hmm.
Grammys, fuck the, bro. We gonna get it on right now, bro. That's it.
A lot of people think that was a humiliation ritual so he could get his name back out there because how that bitch been making him look
Man,
stupid.
he a simp, bro.
So
He a
Man,
simp,
no,
bro.
so
he
I
so
already
what,
that
he
shit
done
over
what
with.
all
more?
that shit to me.
I'm
He
just saying though,
already
look at it from the bigger picture though. So what's more than right to get people to like start liking Will again and stop looking at him as a simp again?
That's
Let
true.
that nigga
Yeah,
go up there and slap a nigga like Chris Rock.
yeah.
Even
But
when
he
Man
slapped
Chicken
Chris
had that
Rock
little
out of
debate
everybody.
yesterday,
OG, like,
he
damn.
said Chris Rock not even a gangster. So that's my
Yeah.
point. Why would you go up there and do that to a nigga you know ain't gonna do you nothing? I bet you ain't gonna walk up to no real nigga and do that to him. Nigga, I don't
Nope.
know no nigga ever out here in this world, and I've been around a lot of niggas, killers,
me
all
too.
that shit.
Me
They
too.
ain't never disrespecting no other man by slapping them
Hey,
unless they knew they could get away with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Feel
Hey
me?
OG,
I don't
if
give
a
a fuck how
motherfucker
hard
did
you
that,
is.
if you did that to somebody right now, the way the world is, man, you get your fucking head knocked off, man.
Nigga,
Boy,
you
niggas
might
gonna kill you.
nigga,
They'll
you be
kill you on
carrying you
sight, bro.
such
Just man,
on point, nigga. That's why I
that shit
understand why these.
crazy.
That's why I understand how these people. This is why I don't want to get into this, man, because nigga, I'm gonna let y'all cook on it, man, before
Yeah,
I
that's a
go in,
fact,
man.
JT. A lot of dudes like to pick and choose when they want to pop off. See, like me, I don't give a fuck, bro. If you bigger
You,
than me,
and
whatever.
that's the wrong
I
nigga.
don't give
That's
a
the
fuck,
wrong
bro. Like
time
we
to do
finna
that
get it
shit.
on, bro. We finna
Facts,
And
get
T.
it
Price.
on,
That's
bro.
all I'm saying.
We
Why
finna
he
get it
picked
on.
that time to do that shit after all the shit that you been getting your and then look, peep it out. They showed a clip in that same night where Regina Hall had said the same joke about Jada
And
being
they
the
was
man.
laughing.
And Jada
mm-hmm.
laughed at your stupid ass for being this. She took your manhood away when she said that joke, and Jada laughed at it. Jada ain't go up there and slap her and
And
talking about
laughing
keep
like this, big
my fucking
word.
husband name out your mouth. But when it come to her And you got to go up there and do that, man. Get your stupid ass out. I'm
Hey,
telling you, I did my homework. I watched a
hey,
lot of people
hey,
videos.
Jay, hey,
I did
OG,
too. I
hey,
did, bro. I
OG.
was waiting
My
for you to come over here and talk
my
about
thing is
that.
like this too, right?
I was.
Once she went on that show and put him on that show and disrespected him, put
Yep.
that business out, I would
Mm-hmm.
have been done with the bitch, bro. I would have been
Hey,
done, bro.
dog.
Yeah. Any
I
other
Hey,
would have
man,
been done.
dude. This is the thing. This is why I don't watch TV because I listen to real niggas on YouTube. I'm like you, James, too. I know you done your homework just like I did. You know, 'cause me and Trayvon was chopping it up behind the scenes yesterday about this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I wish Trey was in this bitch today. I know he'll be getting off too. Cause dog, something ain't right with that whole slap. That's all I'm saying. What
Yeah.
made you
It's
slap
more
him out
to
of
it.
all the fucking
And
shit
all
you
the
been going
niggas.
through? And
Right.
nigga been downgrading you and your family. You never defended them. Nigga, I'm talking about hitting your motherfucking ass with Mr. Winky, and
He
you ain't
knew.
defending it.
Hey, James, he
I don't
knew
want
that
to hear
Chris
that
Rock
shit.
wasn't gonna do shit back, bro. He knew that
That's
nigga
what
wasn't
I
Yeah.
gonna do
said. He
nothing.
know Chris
Yeah, he
Rock
knew
wasn't gonna
Chris.
do
Hey,
that.
dude, look. Let's just think about it. This ain't sweat on my balls. This ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no
Yeah,
CV4. You know what I'm
he was
saying?
fucking with MC Gusto, huh?
Nigga named Gusto.
Gusto, it's fucked up, man.
You know I'm about to get
Yeah,
lifted,
I
nigga.
mean,
So
hey, OG though, but that's
go
my
ahead.
shit. Like, fuck all the shit that's going on. Once you went on that show with me, and you supposed to be my companion, my partner for life, and you steady bringing up other motherfuckers. You talking about how much you love Tupac and bringing all this shit. Not only that, then you bring up the shit in the bedroom that's going on and personal
Let's
shit
get the
for
like button,
everyone to
man.
see.
Hit that
Bro,
like
that
button.
shit over with, bro. I'm done. I'm done with you.
Hit that
Done.
like button. It's free, y'all. Hit the like button, man. Start donating, man. Y'all
Oh,
want me to
that,
do streams and
that
shit,
shit's
man?
crazy, bro.
On some real shit, man. 'Cause I told y'all I ain't gonna be on here like that. Y'all want me to do streams and shit like that, man? Hit a nigga with a little something, man. That shit add up.
It's more than right too, bro. You spitting that
It's not
real
like
and giving
Chris
them
Rock
that
said,
truth.
"Oh, Jada a
This
bald head
ain't
bitch" or something
ESPN the
like
first
that.
pick,
You know what
nigga.
I'm saying? He ain't disrespect her like that. He ain't call her out her name, bro.
But oh, Big Worm, this what I'm saying. I
Mm-hmm.
go listen to the comedy hype
Mm-hmm.
with Capone,
Right.
Pierre, and your girl. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They would spend some real shit on that. Capone hit that bitch just like I felt. If that
Mm-hmm.
was a white person, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You wouldn't have did
Yeah,
that.
he ain't gonna do that.
You
Facts.
ain't
That's what
doing that,
somebody
man.
said yesterday. Somebody said
You
if that was
not doing
YS,
that, dog.
he wouldn't have done
And
shit.
then this is the thing: out of all niggas you slapped in the industry, you slapped Chris Rock,
Right, Chris
and you
Rock.
want me, and
Yeah,
you want me to respect you, nigga?
he ain't
Get
never
the
been no
fuck out of
tough
That's
guy.
here.
why I
Chris
told
Rock
Ticket.
ain't
That's
never
like slapping a
been no tough
crackhead.
guy,
You
nigga.
slapping a nigga, you know I ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't getting no
Yeah.
stripes off of that.
Now, if Chris Rock would have went and knocked his ass out, they would have been blaming. They would have been looking at Chris Rock like he bogus, bro. I'm telling you.
Boy,
If
listen,
Chris
I'd have
Rock
Hey,
would
rock
have knocked
bottom
his
that
hey,
bitch
ass
on
out,
that
bro,
hey,
stage.
to
You
get
just
me
thought
back
you had a
laughing
tables,
again.
chairs, and ladder match. I'd have slammed that
that's a
bitch on one
fact.
of them tables out there.
I'm putting you through that fucking stage, bro. Real talk.
Hey, to get back on this Dylan Brooks shit. Dylan,
Yeah, he a bussy, man. He like that
hey,
bussy,
and hold
man.
on,
He
hold
like
on,
the
hold on.
pussy?
He
Yeah,
like
Oh
that
my
bussy,
god.
man. I'm
hey,
telling you.
hey, hey, Dylan, hey, and I'm about to smoke Dylan, but nigga, you really disappointed me, Dylan, because I never dapped you up or anything like that. Uh, when I met you when you was in Oregon, I'm telling y'all some real shit. I never dapped them up or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I used to have access to Oregon. I
Oh
used
yeah,
to,
he used to go to O, right?
yeah, I used to go to U of O. I used to see the nigga. I used to see him all the time. Like I used to see the college kid. Man, Eugene, them niggas be everywhere, bro. But my boy always used to tell me, nigga. My boy used to always tell me, he
You
like,
weird,
man.
bro.
My boy was like, T Price, man, what's wrong with that nigga? I was like, man, what you talking about, bro? I was like, everybody always think I be the one instigating and shit. But it always that one nigga that always want to try to get me thinking with him. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to think like that, bro. I'm like, nigga, are you gonna pass the? I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't passing shit. This my blunt. We can't go in it. We can't go. What's up, Lou? We can't go in the gymnasium smelling like weed, nigga. Oh, I ain't bring no spray. Well, I don't know. You ain't using my spray. Oh, T Price, nigga. I guess you ain't hitting shit, huh, nigga?
So
I was
Dylan
dead
Brooks
serious.
like
Then
that
Dylan
big.
Brooks came out, right? And my boy was like, Dylan walking with the team and shit with Bowl. And all them, they just came out of practice. That's when Pritchard was there. That's when Pritchard, to play for the Celtics, was there. And we were just sitting there and anybody could see Bowl. That nigga looked like the Alpha Tower walking down the street. Man, that nigga walked past us, man. He was like, "What's up?" I was like, "What's up?" My boy was like, "Man, what's up with Dylan Brooks, bro?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "Man, what are you talking about, bro?" I was like, "Man, that nigga just weird." I'm like,
Yeah,
"What?"
bro. You
I'm like,
weird,
"Man,
man.
man, I don't be up here like you. You talking to me like I'm in here with you every day, nigga." I'm like, I had to get away from that nigga. Now this nigga came out the closet, and you say this nigga pulling the full court press with his
He over there
transformer.
playing that glove
Hey,
defense
hey,
with his
y'all, y'all
fucking
got to start
transformer,
paying.
bro. That shit crazy. Full court, man.
Hey, y'all got to
What?
start paying attention at how he was walking though, because every time he came off court, he walking kind of funny, don't you think?
Oh
Hey,
Some
man,
like
I ain't
hey,
looking at
hey,
So
that,
you
hey,
bro. I
telling
hey,
ain't
me this
looking at
nigga the
that.
new Eddie Winslow?
hey, hold on. I just seen some weird shit going on in Memphis though. 'Cause what is that shit with John Morant with that color shit with
You
this?
seen that shit on his lips? I told you.
No,
I
I'm
thought
talking
I
about
was
And that
his
little
tripping.
lips and
dance,
his
that
head,
little
and his
dance he be
head.
doing, bro.
I'm like, dude,
That's
what is
that
going
rainbow
on with you,
shit.
nigga?
That's
I'm
that
like, John.
rainbow.
Hey, John, I like you as a basketball player. Whatever you do, you want to skip to the loo, my darling. You can go on with your bad self. You
Call
know
him
what I'm saying?
Tinkerbell.
You know what I mean? But hey, I keep it strictly on basketball. Whatever you do, with that's you. But if I see that's no, these dudes is different. They move differently. This era now is with a real man. Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand
I ain't
up.
gonna lie,
hey,
bro.
T
That's the
Grind.
hard part about it, dog. Cause ain't nobody trying to stand up. Cause everybody hurting. So the first time you put a bag on that table, all that shit go out the window, dog. Cause like I said, whatever we don't see behind closed doors, we don't know how these dudes getting those major contracts and what they got to do. Cat Williams already told you about the mansion party. So keep taking that shit for granted. That shit is real, my nigga. Anybody in denial and think that's not happening, bro, they stupid. I tell them to their face, you stupid. Because they put it in your face, and then when you talk about it, oh, it ain't true. Ain't none of that shit about to hit the scene if it ain't true, dog. And the nigga ain't about to have that much dirt on you, dragging your name through the mud, and all of a sudden now you just decide to snap out the blue. Man, I'm not going with none of that. All them dudes rock like that. They get that, they do that shit because guess what? They know they come from a poverty neighborhood, no money, low income, project housing. Man, look, them dudes gonna take that couple of mil to get up out that situation. And now the shit coming to the light. Like I say, what
Yeah,
goes in the dark it's gonna come to the light, dog. So if you
but them
around here
niggas out there
dicking in the
looking like
booty,
Rainbow Bright.
that
They out
shit
there
gonna
looking like
come.
Rainbow Bright and shit. Fuck out of
Nigga
here,
gonna
man.
find that shit out. You a dick in the boot ass nigga, dog. Accept the fact. Accept the
Y'all
fact
niggas
that
out
you get
there,
along with the get
and,
along gang, like Kwame said, the beat down.
and these niggas like the butt crumbs and shit. You know.
Nigga, them niggas constipated by now, the plugging they be getting.
Mm. Nigga, I don't see how y'all niggas even do that shit. You all got your tongue so far up in the nigga asshole, and y'all niggas spelling shit all, and you got shit all in your fucking dick. Y'all niggas on some other goofy ass shit.
Like you say though, bro, where all the real men at? When the niggas gonna start checking some of these niggas on some of this shit?
They ain't gonna do it, nigga. These niggas ain't gonna do that shit, nigga. Cause they with the play too. But then it's like this. Then you got real ones that will say something, but then again they ain't gonna say something anything cause they don't wanna be put their name in it. I don't know. It just sound like a whole bunch of other shit that I don't like, but that's how the world is, man.
Know what I don't understand, dog? This be the same people say they believe in God, but God don't like you rocking like that.
Hey, when they say they believe in God, they believe in the other person. It's like that. You ever notice in the wars they be like, "I just want to give honor to God." No, you talking about Lucifer.
Yep.
So you could miss me with that other stuff. I know what you talking about. Your God ain't like this. I know God is a good God. Yes, He is. I know God is a good God. Yes, He is. I said I know
What's this
God
man
is
saying?
a good God. Yes, He is. I know God is a good God. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He. Yeah. They ain't talking about that God. They talking about that man downstairs. Him downstairs.
Yeah, him downstairs.
Him downstairs.
Well, you can't get no milk and cookies down there because you can't
Mm.
drink no hot milk.
Boy.
The niggas out here swinging and banging, huh? And you getting mad because the nigga ribbing. You can't take a joke, bro. Like I said, I done seen a lot of comedians from Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about the great ones kill niggas
Great
that sit on that front row.
Red
What
Fox.
makes you off limits, nigga? You should have set your ass in the sky by somewhere. You
Mm-hmm.
should even have came. And how you win that shit after you put off that act? I know they could have they changed everything else on the fly. What makes them
Mm-hmm.
different behind that?
Mm-hmm.
This shit just shocking to me, dog, because I never seen this type of dude. Because you know, Will don't come off as that type of person after watching him all these years through the media, through the TV shows, through the movies, through the videos. On no site, niggas say and talk, yeah, he like this behind the scenes. But like I keep telling people, bro, if you like that behind the scenes, you gonna have something on your resume. You ain't got a domestic violence charge. You ain't got a pissing in the alley charge. You ain't even got a jaywalking charge. You barely probably got a speeding ticket. So I know you ain't that type of nigga, dog. Any nigga who got a temper like that behind the scenes don't have that same temper. I'm like the same way every day, all day, my nigga. But I do know respect carry you a long way. So I ain't out here just to disrespect nobody, show I'm bigger and badder than nobody. But the minute you feel like you could disrespect me, shit, you ain't even gonna see that shit coming, boy. I'm letting you know that on top. Because you ain't supposed to see it coming because you think I'm a bitch anyway. So keep talking and I'm going to shut your shit. But see, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you. I come
Mm-hmm.
from an era, man, put that stick on my shoulder and knock it off. That's like touching me. You can say what you want, man. We love to rib. That shit I don't get in my feelings when nigga be ribbing me and talking about me. Nigga, they talking about Jesus, ain't what?
Mm-hmm.
But the minute you go to trying to threaten me with the physical,
Mm-hmm.
man, forget Jesus, God, and the devil. I don't know nobody. I'm trying to defend myself. And it comes with the consequences, my nigga. Cause I ain't do nothing to you for you to try to hurt me. I told a joke. I had a sense of humor because laughing is good for the soul. You getting all uptight and personal because this bitch hurt you and put you through all that trauma. That man ain't do nothing to you. So you want to pick him out the option and just try to make a name off yourself because you've been looking like a bitch this whole time. That's not the right way to go, dog, as a man, bro. And that's the only thing I'm trying to say. Why you ain't been flashing that?
Mm-hmm.
You got all this money. You a killer behind the scenes. You could drop bags on niggas and this and that. Man, that shit, boy, listen. Nigga just like Diddy around here kissing Rick Ross. That don't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean nothing. I know a lot of niggas who was dropping bags on niggas' head, but they was getting their ass whooped too. Them niggas wasn't no killers. Only
Facts.
nigga that you respect as a killer is the nigga who gonna go put that fucking work in. Cause Pee Wee Herman got money, he could put a bag on a nigga head for fucking with him. That's all the thing I'm saying. A nerd can do that. If I was a millionaire, any nigga looked at me stupid or owed me money or did me something wrong, I can drop a bag on him, what I'm saying, but that don't make it right. That
Mm-hmm.
don't make you no fucking killer, dog. Cause you got money to drop a bag. A nigga respect the shooter, my nigga, not the nigga who dropping that money on the nigga. Cause the
That's
shooter
a
always
fact.
in the field.
You
The
respect
shooter
the
always
motherfucker that's
outside
finna
with
go
that
take
bitch
that
on him.
shoulder. Yeah.
Oh, you said Chris Rock is going to be in Atlantic City this weekend, and his ticket sales is through the roof because of the incident. Mm.
Hey, a
Interesting,
lot
man.
of people think that was a humiliation ritual to get Will back his manhood, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at that shit from what it's really hitting for.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a laughing stock for the last 2, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get your manhood back? You can't slap no female. They ain't gonna let you slap one of theirs, but you can slap one of yours.
And then
And that
not
nigga
even that,
fell.
and not
You
even
fell for the
that,
banana in the tailpipe and you still look stupid. Cause that
not
bitch
even
still
that.
got you looking stupid out here. Now you done slapped
It's,
that man and she still got you looking stupid.
right. I'm just glad you hit on that. Glad you said that. Stupid do is what stupid does.
The bitch confessed and you still with it? Nigga, you man, fuck you, boy.
This is my confessions.
I know any real woman will leave a nigga if they catch their man cheating. Any nigga will leave that woman if they catch them cheating. Now they might get back 10 years later and try to rekindle some shit. But nigga, we got to take a break right now. And if kids involved, certain people know how to get around certain shit. But kids don't keep you together, nigga. I'm the first one to tell you that. And that shit is off limits. I can't see how a real man can just sit there and take that shit for abuse from his girl, and you sitting there saying, "Man, I'm in love with this nigga. I told
Nigga.
you about I told you about entanglement with this nigga, and you still ain't trying to fix the problem." Now, one time you say, "Well, look here, Jada, you got the red carpet. Let's sit down and have a talk with the young man." Now, whether I was gonna stun up or pretend like I was gonna slap him or whatever, this nigga gonna sit at the table though. You got him at this table every other time when I wasn't around. Get him over here. I'm gonna punch your ass up. You ain't about to disrespect me as no man out here, have me looking like no flunky, dog. And I put that moral will because you put yourself in that situation. Now everybody talking about he defending his wife. Where was her honor defending you when they had you looking like an asshole? And like I say, Regina Hall cracked a joke on your ass and disrespected your manhood and told you, Jada, tell him go over there, cause Jada, you know whatever Jada say, and that nigga laughed too.
Hmm.
Come on, man. Jada Pinkett ain't make no frown, and you ain't make no frown cause you laugh. And Jada Pinkett sure ain't go up there and slap that hoe for saying that shit what she said about you. So just make it make sense. It was a Regina Hall played on scary movies. She a comedian, plus she played on good movies too, like drama movies.
And she did the voices on Boondocks.
Yeah, so she a comedian, so people bring laughter. That's all I'm saying, dog. Get out your feelings, man. Y'all already had turmoil in y'all relationship, and y'all brought that shit to the Oscars to try to make yourself look like y'all still a family. And I'm trying to get my manhood back, and that you went about it the wrong way. Listen to every comedian from Ricky Smiley to motherfucking Capone, Pierre, Vanessa Fraction, whoever had something to say about that shit. All the comedians, Bubba Dubs. Well, Bubba Dub said, nigga, Chris Ty need to retire because he gonna have people thinking niggas just walk up and slap comedians now.
Hmm.
You don't think comedians feeling some type of way? Niggas might still joke on purpose now and rip theirs. You think we're gonna buy a ticket and show up at the show and slap them for talking about that hoe? Because when I get home, I'ma rip the fuck out of them. I'ma roast them too. That hoe look like a big toe without a toenail. Yeah, I said it.
Mm.
I'ma roast the fuck out of him and Jay to watch. You don't like to be laughed at, huh? I'm a roast the fuck out of when I get home. Walking around here looking like a burnt pinky toe. Bitch, you down bad.
He said a pro peaky toe.
You get mad because a nigga ripping your stupid ass. This they comedians, bitch. They actors. Get out your
Hey,
fucking feelings.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Hey, why you? Hey, Dylan Brooks is playing catcher for the Memphis for the Memphis Busties, man. Y'all niggas crazy, bro.
Now you think that's why he was missing all those games though? Because of that transgender had his booty hurt? I don't know.
Mm,
Nigga was
mm,
getting his back blowed out.
mm.
Maybe he need a bacchiotomy.
Maybe he's the one that liked the butt crumbs. You never know. He might be the one be on top. You never know.
Yeah, he got the stew crumbs in his butt right now. He can't. And when once Lou just said that, that's why I say when I look at players, I don't say nothing until it come out. Like you, I
Me
like to
too.
do my homework, and
Hmm.
I ain't want to say that nigga look kind of sugary though. You understand? But if you look at him, look at the hairstyle, look the way he do walk, and how he carry himself for demeanor wise. Then
Not
that
even
something ain't
that.
right with that.
Not even that, dude. I've been watching the dude this whole career when he was at. I watched him the whole year when he was in Oregon.
Something ain't right with that. T. I'm telling you, Lou
I
just
seen
hitting
this
on the
dude.
nose.
I
I
seen
just
this
don't be
dude.
saying that.
I seen this dude. I never forget that day, man. That nigga looked at us, man. I said, well, my boy said, what's wrong? He said, man, that's something wrong with that nigga, man. I was like, man, get off that nigga, man. Like, I wasn't even paying attention. You know me. I was like, that's Dylan Brooks. I'm like, oh, that's Dylan Brooks. I was like, by that time, them niggas kept on walking on. I was like, man, now everything makes sense. My
Sure
boy,
do now.
my boy was telling me that shit, man, when I was down in Eugene, man. He's like, man, gee, man, what's up with Dylan, man? I'm like, man, I don't know, man, because I'm like, dude, you work at U of O. I don't work here.
Say, but you
Also,
know what I was tripping out off of? I don't never agree with Shannon Sharp said. Never. But on sometimes real life topics, that nigga be hitting that bitch on the nose when it comes to just standing your ground as a man. And we ain't never seen this nigga with no female, even though they say he got kids. But you know, something fishy about this Hollywood thing that they be got going on with each other, dog. You know, they scratch each other back and all that shit be to humiliate each other as it is to make themselves look good and to get a bigger bag. Like the dudes just said, Chris Rock sales done went through the roof since that shit. Cause I know people gonna want to go hear what he got to say, cause he a comedian and he might roast the fuck out the niggas behind that shit. You never know how this man feel, and now you done gave this man more ammunition to say what he really wanted to say and feel how he really feel about it. Now, like I said, however he take that show and he open a can of worms, they open that bitch on themselves.
what is a steel pocket rocket? Did I miss that?
It sounds, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let them explain it. But I think I know where they going with it. But hey, it is what it is.
She he said, Jay nigga loves that steel. I
That's
get
what
it now. Okay, okay,
that's what
okay.
I'm saying. I think I know where they going with it. But I'm gonna let them explain themselves. That's why I said what I said.
Oh my gosh. Oh
And
my god.
it's
Oh my
still
god.
rocking.
Oh my god. I ain't got out my seat yet, man. I said I was gonna go smoke about 30 minutes ago. I'm about to go out there in a minute though. Been on cooking for an hour. Hit the like, y'all.
I gotta leave this store and go to my store. I gotta do 15 to do, man. I ain't tripping. I do be like 2 15s a week now. I done cut that shit down because I be want to spend time with my kids. And that day you had called me, I had seen
Hmm.
when you called me, but that was the day I lost my grandfather and my dad.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me about that
And
like
I was
weeks
just sitting
ago.
that bitch with my kids and then just, you know, relaxing my mind, thinking about a lot of good times and shit. But other than that, I, I was hit that day. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't no good to myself, dog.
Yeah, it be like that.
I had to shake back real quick. Even much my kids and my girl was looking at that shit. And they were like, I understand it's been that long, but damn. But you don't know when people be that close to you, when people showed you the right way and the reason why you still here because of you was able to listen and follow direction. Even though you backslided whenever you chose to do it and run with the knuckleheads here and there, you still knew right from wrong. You still knew not to hurt the people who was putting clothes on your back. Because if you have to take food out their mouth because you going to jail, you only doing nothing but hurting your family because now they got to come take care of your rag ass. It's just like a lot of shit that I had to sit down and think when I put myself in those situations. How can I better myself? How can I help people as I go and not hurt my people no more?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So my mind frame just been different now that I got 6 kids of my own, and I know how hard it is to be a father to these kids because the internet is raising these kids today. Especially if you got to work. Who you think raising your kids while you at work? They on that fucking computer, that phone, picking up all them bad habits. You see what I'm saying? So you can't
Hmm.
deprive your kids of nothing, but at the end of the day, fuck, that's how they got it.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the hard part about being a parent as it is.
Hmm.
Trying to stop them from feeding the bullshit off the internet into your home. Cause my son told me I was capping. He ain't number 7 years old. Now where he learned that word from?
Hmm. I remember the day you told me about that shit. When he told you
He
that,
said,
but
Daddy, you capping. I
boy,
bust a cap in your ass. Get your ass upstairs. I mean now I bought all us some Nerf guns. Nigga, we been that bitch like we on platoon, you heard me? We on predator. We been there busting each other up. I just try to do little things that'll make my kids happy because I see what they like to play with. I would buy me a Nerf gun. Fuck it. I got me one of them big boys too, the Jesse Ventura. And that bitch come with batteries. I be paying their ass up, but this shit still hit harder than mine.
yeah, they do.
It's some kind of the ones that I bought them. This shit hit harder than mine. I'm like, goddamn. I bought it for the look, and I seen it had that fucking drum on there, and with the batteries come with it. Man, them niggas be killing me. It's just fun with my kids, though. That's why I be saying, if you got kids, man, raise your own children. Don't let the internet raise them. Because ain't no way in the world you going to get around that once you lose them to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to the OG.
Oh, salute,
Man,
Big Herb.
salute, huh? I don't let y'all hold it down. It's time for my smoke break.
Top of the morning, Herb. How you been, bro? The Bulls lost to the Knicks, Herb. What's up with that? We lost to the Knicks, too, but y'all did, too, Herb. The Knicks hot right now, though. I ain't going to lie. Them bitches on their winning streak. Since they
Yeah,
starting to play them young teams, like, play, like empty the bench. Thibodeau know that old fashioned shit ain't gonna work. You got a lot of young talent over there on that bitch. Run them dudes quickly. Old toppers and let them fresh legs get out there, man. And the Knicks been on a little winning streak. I'm waiting for Will and Wilson. I ain't been seeing them since the Knicks been shit water.
they've
You been
won
hearing them
six
since.
and they've been 6-4 in the last 10 games. They've been 6-4.
Yeah, that's
They're
a good record though.
they're 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 4 games out of 10 because the Hawks got the 10th. If it was old school ways 1 through 8, it would have been Miami been the first, Philly 2, Bucks 3. On the 4 and 5 matchup would have been Celtics and Bulls. If it ended today, then you got the Raptors, Cavaliers, and Brooklyn would have been an 8 seed. Then Miami would have played Brooklyn in 1 and 8 matchup. But now they got these new
Damn.
teams in there, so then
I
you
ain't know Boston set all their players yesterday. That's why they lost.
then they lost Robert Williams too. He tore his ACL.
No, but I'm saying Jason Tatum ain't played.
Yeah,
Jalen Brown ain't played.
but
And
they lost
Al
their heart and
Horford ain't
soul.
played.
They lost a key. They lost a key piece on their team though. You lose a player like Robert Williams, man. That's
Yeah, I
that's gonna
understand
show.
that. I agree with you on that. That's what I'm saying. I agree. But I'm just looking at why they lost because Tatum or Brown Al Horford ain't played. They said like
Yeah.
4 players.
Mhm. Yeah, they
So
did.
instead of them being number one and trying to keep that number one spot, they rest of their players have dropped back down to number 4. And Miami got the number one spot because we won yesterday. We beat the Kings, which I don't like that win because the Kings ain't shit. I want to see us be the good team. You know what I mean? I ain't hanging my head on no fucking Kings victory. That's why I'm only waiting for the playoffs to start. Once the playoffs start, then I can eat crow all day. I ain't worried about no regular season. The shit is already made out how it's basically gonna be. You know what I mean? So the team that's basically in it, I won't see them in the playoffs. Full
What team?
straight or not.
What teams y'all think is in trouble right now?
Shit, the Lakers.
Man, we ain't even talking about them. They don't even. Nah, hey, we ain't talking about him. We ain't talking about
Hey,
them.
hey, you asked the question, nigga. Hey, I've been telling you.
Oh,
Hey,
huh, let me
no,
ask you a question.
no.
When the
I'm
Bulls
talking about
getting
somebody that's
Lonzo
really in
back?
contention. Really in contention.
When the Bulls getting Lonzo back? Y'all got one of the pieces back. Caruso
I
still
don't,
playing, huh?
They say he
I
had a
don't,
setback, right? Was it a
I don't
setback?
think, I don't think Lonzo gonna make it back.
Yeah, I think it was
That's
like a
gonna hurt y'all
setback.
then, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna
He
hurt
had a
y'all.
setback because we don't have any perimeter defense right now except for
Yeah,
Caruso.
that's gonna hurt y'all. Because
Yeah,
remember
that
when
what
y'all had y'all core together and it was healthy, y'all was one of the hottest teams and y'all was beating good teams. But when
that
y'all
why that,
lost your defensive presence, man, that would fucked everything up, her. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I said this too, and Billy Donovan too. I said this earlier, man. That's one of the main reasons why that when they was trying to trash the Bulls on national TV, talking about, oh, look how they is when it get against elite teams, dude. When you don't have your point guard and your backup point guard, that shit shows. That
But they
shit
defensive
shows.
minded players though. We talking about
Yeah,
key defensive players that can spare Levine and DeRozan from having to play all that D
exactly.
and gotta
That's
put
why the
up the
main reason
scoring
why
load.
they ain't been. That's the main reason. Look, we already know the Bulls. They got hit just like any other team. They
Yeah.
started off. They started off with the Bulls with they shit with them. We already know how they did Lonzo. Lonzo. everybody and the team has COVID, but you, how come you don't have it? I just work and just go home and be with my family. Next day, Lonzo Ball, will not be playing. He is going to go to COVID pro. Well, what? Y'all niggas with the shit in the game.
Man, Boston gonna beat us in five games.
The what? Oh, I thought you were talking.
Yeah, Boston gonna beat us in five games.
You think so, Herm?
I know so. It ain't no thing so. I know so. Man, we play Philly. I think we can beat Philly. Cause Philly our fraud. James Harden gonna give us a series. So I want to play Philly here because I know at least James Harden gonna give us a chance.
And dog, didn't they just lose too?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Warriors lost too.
Yeah, they got
Yep.
smoked though. What you call 'em beat the shit out them.
The Grizzlies.
Oh my god, I ain't see that coming though, bro. I went on Sean Chandler in the beginning of the season. That's why you can't count your eggs before they hatch. That wasn't right about that.
The Raymond. Mama named you two first names.
Yeah,
Is
he a
what you.
quitter.
I don't respect that. And this nigga got this nigga talking about he's better.
Man,
Nigga want to
he,
compare this nigga to Charles Barkley. Nigga can't
man,
even
that
tie
nigga,
Charles Barkley tennis shoes.
that nigga undercover agent, man. He worked for
Where
Club
you at,
Sports.
man? Where you at, man? You at the Huddle House or some shit? You at the Waffle House or something?
Nah, I'm at the hotel at the bar. I'm in Atlanta and shit. I've been in Atlanta since Saturday, so
Oh, all right. Where you
yeah,
at though?
so
You at the Waffle House out there or something, bro?
nah, nigga, I told you I'm at the bar at the hotel.
Oh, bar and hotel. Which hotel you in?
I'm at the hotel in Dingo. I'm in the rich part of the city. This go around.
Yeah. Yeah, I
My
heard it.
wife, my wife, my wife went to a seminar, you know, the Lions and shit, to try to get us CNA school started. So we just trying to get that role.
Hmm.
And I wish y'all luck, man. Keep pushing, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Appreciate it, OG. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Keep pushing that, bro.
That's why
Yeah,
I can't
got
wait till
to.
my girl graduates. She got 3 more months in her school. I'm gonna get this. We gonna get this shop, and we gonna get some real paper rolling around this bitch. We gonna put some people in there. We gonna kick back and relax, nigga.
Yeah,
We
like
gonna
my
we gonna, we
wife.
gonna hire some people. We gonna boss stuff around this bitch. You some too big.
If I would have known that, Jay, if I would have known I known that, nigga, I would have became a nurse, nigga. I would have became a RN, nigga, to make that easy money that them damn nurses be making. I would
Hell
have
yeah,
did this
dog. That's a
shit.
nice
Man,
deal.
me too.
If I would have realized
I
this,
wanted to take it when I was in Job Corps, but that shit stayed full. That's what made me do culinary. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's a nice business, and they pay good money, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
damn right.
They get broke up.
Take this out of your way.
They lucky I ain't catch on till later. If I would have caught on early, I would have been a nurse. Niggas would have been looking at me crazy. I said, shit. You go see me ride it clean, make it easy money. I could work 5 hours and make what you make in a week in one day.
Hell
Doing the
yeah.
shit that the
Mm.
nurses be doing. Shit. That's why I'm 100% behind and all that shit. I don't mind putting my money behind you. Fuck it. It can
Hey,
change
that's a
our
real
lifestyle.
dude though. That's a real man, huh? Because guess
Hmm.
what? If the shoes is on the other foot, I don't care how long you've been together, you know if your girl got your back. You know what I mean? So you
Mm-hmm.
got to have hers. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, y'all keep pushing together. It takes two to make a thing go right, bro. You can't do it by yourself. Even if you're trying to open up a business, you're gonna have to go get a business partner. So why not do it with the one you love and trust? It'll be more easy.
Yep. Oh yeah, Panama Queen. It's a good money in that
Oh,
nursing
salute,
field, man.
Queen. I ain't know she was in here. I can't see the
Yeah,
chat today.
she been in here. She been in here for a minute. That's
Salute
I
right.
ain't gonna
everybody,
lie.
man.
Yeah, it's a good money. Big worm in the building. Our bulls are frauds, big worm, but we'll be
I just told you though, Herm. Y'all missing defense, man. In defense win championship. That defense was changing y'all life, man. When them dudes went down, that goes to show you it took a hit. That's why I'm not really worried about the Bulls. They got a couple of those players locked up for a little while, so they'll be back. They'll be still in contention. It's just
hey,
that
but
y'all had injuries to key parts of y'all team.
but I ain't gonna lie, John. I hate to say this. That nigga Zach Levine proved why. We shouldn't give her no max deal. We better not give Zach LaVine a max deal. If I'm the Bulls right now, since the Lakers they want that nigga that bad, all right, give us AD. We'll give you Zach LaVine for AD. Cause AD want to be back home anyway. AD never wanted to sign that long term extension with the Lakers. He wanted to come home, but all the pressure made him go ahead and sign this shit. That nigga wanted to come home. So man, you can give us AD. You ain't got to keep Zach LaVine. We'll give you Zach LaVine for AD. I don't give a damn. Fuck this shit. You give us a healthy Anthony Davis, a focused Anthony Davis. I'll take that over a nigga like Zach LaVine any day. Shit, Zach LaVine could go. He proved that he's not a franchise player. He proved it. I ain't gonna lie.
But I don't think, to me, you can't go wrong with either one. But I understand why you want AD because you already got the Rosen back there to do that. So you
Yeah.
want to solidify that front court, by getting a dude like AD because that's a way big upgrade than Vucevic. I understand that. So I will make
Damn.
that trade too. But we all know maybe AD gonna toughen up when he get back home. What you think?
Hey, I think he go. I think he gonna be motivated again. You know, sometimes you know how a
That's what I
nigga can be
say. I think
hard.
that's gonna toughen him back up to see him back at home. Chicago not no weak state as it is. So
Yeah, and then you can tell when a nigga homesick. You know what I'm saying? That's how you looking at there like, man, I ain't even enjoying this shit. I glad I won that one ring in the bubble and shit, but I ain't feeling this shit in LA, man. I ain't feeling playing with dude, and I think that's what he going through. That's why you see inconsistency for him. That's why you don't see him in shape. That's why you don't see him give the effort. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to really be there. They ain't gonna put it out there in the public because, of course, you know who you represented by. So at the end of the day, they ain't gonna tell the truth when it come to him. But I know at the end of the day, he go back to the shop. You'll see the nigga that they used to consider a top three player in the NBA. They always say that nigga in the top three, top five. He ain't been looking like that for the last 2 years. Sometimes you need to change the scenery to get back remotivated. Right now, he's not motivated. You deal with mediocre shit. Sometimes it gonna make you mediocre. You're a
yeah,
reflection. Yeah, I mean, attitude. Attitude gonna reflect that leadership. You know what I'm saying? So you got a nigga like LeBron. He a selfish ass nigga. Why the fuck I'm gonna take it serious? If that nigga, that all he thinking about is him. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
why AD probably ain't trying to come back. But I heard he was playing tonight though, huh? He playing tonight?
I don't think so. They say he doubtful.
He's doubtful.
I see Mook and them over there happy because PG playing tonight.
Yeah. See, the reason they happy about PG because they feel like Kawhi coming back now. Because I I've been predicting it. So I've been saying from the jump, I don't think the Clippers will let Paul George come back if they knew Kawhi not coming back. So Kawhi, he may do some unorthodox shit by coming back late, but I think he coming back now, especially if PG stepping on that court. Cause Kawhi ain't coming back. Why you bringing PG on the court? So he may risk himself getting fucked up more. You know what I'm saying? So I think that nigga actually fit to come back now because you see PG on the court. So that's what they hoping for. They happy. They happy for PG because they think Kawhi coming back.
Let me ask you a question. So is Kawhi gonna be affected? He ain't gonna have no games to knock the rust off. How many games you think it's gonna take him to get in rhythm?
Normally it take you a month to get in game playing shape, but Kawhi, he's unique in a way. So you never know with dude. So you gotta give him benefit of the
But you
doubt.
know he got sheetrock knees though, bruh.
That's true. That's true. But to be fair to the nigga, we gotta get that nigga benefit of the doubt. We
No,
seen
I
when he
am
on the
giving it
court.
to him. That's why I'm asking you, how much do you think he can give by him not getting no games to ramp up a little bit? And how long will it take him to get back into game time form where he'll be able to say, oh yeah, Kawhi back?
I say a month, but like I told Mookie and them, the Clippers better stay away from Memphis. That's all I told them. Stay away
Denver
from
looks
Memphis.
scary too though. Denver ain't scared of him.
Nah, but Denver ain't gonna be as effective because they don't have Jamal Murray. If Jamal Murray with them, that's a whole nother situation. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have Jamal Moore or Michael Porter, so that's gonna hurt. that's gonna hurt them in a sense because what pressure you gonna put on PG and Kawhi to play defense? Them niggas ain't really gotta account for nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? All they gotta do is close out on shooters. Now, when you got Jamal Murray and Michael Porter on the court, you gotta place a D on them two. So I don't think Denver a threat. I think Minnesota more of a threat than Denver.
They miss
'Cause I,
Jamal Murray, man. You could tell they miss Jamal Murray on their team.
I always told
Now,
them
what the
niggas
fuck he
Jamal.
dealing with? He got a setback too, because I thought he been supposed to be back. It's
You
like
know
his second full
He
season.
had an ACL, was it?
he had
But he
Achilles
did
ACL.
that shit
torn.
so when he did that shit in the beginning of the last season, though, right?
Yeah, it did it in the beginning,
All right, so that's a full season right there, because you ain't played no more, and then you got this whole season. That's damn near 18, damn near 20 months.
yeah. But think about it though. When you got a complete term, you know how that complete term shit is. Some niggas can't. Some niggas don't come back from this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, John. You know that back in the '90s, early 2000s, you get that. They thought your career was over back then.
Yeah, I feel that, but that's why I'm saying because of the medical field that they have and how I see people work back, trying to get back, all my meniscus and all that. I know all that type of shit different, but it's still dealing with the same area. Why it's taking him damn near 2 years to get back though?
But you want him to be smart, because think about it, John. Look at D Rose. D Rose came back too fast, and you seen how it affected his career. You know what I'm saying? Like D Rose
So you got
came
a
back
point
in
right
nine.
there.
He came back in 9 months off a complete term. D Rose should not have came back that fast.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so you gotta be smart. And how Jokic been playing, why not let Jamal Murray take his time? If that nigga been playing the great as he had been playing, why rush Jamal Murray back? Yes, we want to win, but shit, if we gonna fuck him up by bringing him back early, we ain't gonna win no way. So we need that nigga 100%.
Well,
Now,
looking at it from that point, and then Jamal Young, it ain't like old veteran where you push to win a championship. You got a lot more years with this type nigga. So I can feel that where you coming from on that.
yeah. Now this what hurt Denver though. They should not have gave Michael Porter Jr. that money. They should not have paid that boy.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that cold hard. I think they should not have gave him that money. He didn't earn it. He had one good little run. Ever since then, what he done?
Hey, that's
Ever
what I
since,
agree with you on too, though. And I ain't gonna lie. When a nigga have a good playoff series and they on their contract and on their last rookie year, you think you just gotta force feed them that money. It still got a lot of earning and proving to do. I'm not just throwing away no money like that.
yeah,
This is on my books and I gotta spend it. Well, you ain't getting it.
we'll let you go. Cause Denver was deep enough to the point where they ain't need a Michael Porter Jr. here. They could have salvaged without him. They could have hung and never look at they hanging right now without that nigga.
Yeah.
They hanging in there right now without him. So now you got money on your books you can't get rid of. So shit, that hurts you for building around Murray and Jokic.
And that's facts right there when you look at it from the money point too, mainly because, like you said, I think some of these players get overpaid because of their spurs that they had. Give them time to develop, because soon you give them that money, they gonna quit on you because they gonna feel like shit. I gotta stay all here. They ain't gonna give no hard effort because I got the bag already. They gonna pull off a Durant. Durant don't hustle or nothing no more since he got that paper.
Yeah, that's
And
why
to
that's
me,
why
because he a
that's
system
why I
player,
like
that
what
don't
my
mean nothing.
Bulls doing. Yeah, that's why I like what my Bulls doing. Don't give Zach Levine that money. He ain't deserved it yet. Why you gonna give him a max deal and he ain't deserved it yet?
So he on a 1 year contract. He got 1 year left on that contract.
Yeah.
So all right, how long AD got?
AD got another 3 years. But in order for that trade to work, we had to do a sign to trade.
So
We had
y'all
to
have to
sign
sign that nigga and then
and
trade him.
then yeah.
Eh,
And I'd rather do that. Bring AD back home. I think he'll be remotivated. Bring him back home. Fuck it. I don't trust Zach Levine. He could score, but what else he do on the court? I, what's his impact on the game other than scoring the ball?
don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I looked at him as a donk anyway. Fuck, I ain't never knew. I like the way he developed his shot and how he came along as a great player. Like, becoming a great player in this league and one of the presented players who did transform his game from being a dunker to an all-around offensive player. That's all I could give him, like you say. But him and DeRozan dropping them 30 balls when Lonzo and Caruso was there to hold on a defensive support, that was a problem.
Yep, that was a real deal, problem.
So that's why I'm saying if they could get those two back, and people going small right now and running, knowing the history of AD, that shit sounds good because he want to come back home. But just because of the injuries aspect, I wouldn't give up AD for Zach LaVine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Like I say, when I seen Caruso and they was fully healthy, them dudes was number one in the East. I don't give a fuck if it's the beginning or not. Expectations is expectations. When you put a team together, that's supposed to be your goal to win number one, win the conference, and have that shit come through Chi Town. Before the injuries hit them, everybody didn't. That's when the niggas talking about, oh, they can't beat nobody. They can't beat nobody. But they was whooping niggas' ass when they had everybody. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's like playing tug of war. Either you gonna light that fire and run, or you gonna hold that firecracker in your hand and let it blow one of your fingers off. You better
Yeah,
throw that bitch.
yep.
So it's like playing Russian roulette with your own thing. And I agree with you on that. Don't give him the money if you feel like I can get an AD type player for that. But then, like I said, AD come with a lot of baggage problems. We don't know
Yeah,
if
but
LeBron
shit,
done ruined this nigga and have him thinking like, just go for your money, like the commercial did for Super Bowl.
but shit,
It
here
is.
the whole catch. Here the whole catch, John. Zach Levine signed with Clutch too.
That's fucked up, bro. Who else signed with Clutch?
What?
That,
Damn.
I
that's
ain't
the
never. Yeah, you
I
right.
that's the
ain't even
whole
know that.
I
that's
ain't
the
never
whole
know
catch.
that.
That's the whole catch. That's what I'm telling you. Man, I want to get rid of that nigga. Nah, and then we want to talk about AD being injured. He be missing a lot of games too. He be missing a lot too. So shit, hey, I'm not giving that nigga that money, man. Lakers, T Price, I know that's your favorite franchise. They can have that nigga.
Hey, that ain't my team no more, nigga. Don't be putting my name with them niggas no more. You know, I mentioned that shit on Ticket Channel.
I'm
I'm done with
still
the
go.
Lakers. That's because I rock a lot of purple and gold. But it's
Mm,
old generation,
nah, this nigga
old
said I'm
generation.
done.
I've been done with them niggas, man.
Man,
Y'all
You
know
need a
that.
fork?
AD,
Hey, you need a fork to make sure? Stick a fork in them because they done then. That's all I'm
Man,
saying.
I'm
I'm gonna
about to be
mail you a
done.
couple of silver, with some rental spoons. Like Coach
man,
said,
Yeah,
spoons.
at T
hey,
Price, you might as
I'm
well get
about.
you some Spurs. You might as well get you some Spurs gear because the Spurs for to take that 10th spot.
Look
I
at
don't even
Get you
her,
get.
some
her being
Spurs gear,
messy.
man.
They can. Hey, you could get Spurs too. I got a couple of them in the closet right now. I got a David Robinson and a Sean Elliott. Which one you want?
Hey, man, put the Sean Elliott on. That might be good luck.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
came back
Sean, huh?
from he came back from a kidney disease, nigga, and
Hey,
won them a championship.
Yeah, Sean Elliott was a beast, bro. I remember him. He was at Arizona. That nigga was the truth to me.
Until that kidney disease, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's hard to play with one kidney. It's hard to play a high level of basketball with one kidney. Everybody can't do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he made one of the clutchest shots in Spurs history, nigga. That nigga tiptoed on. He pulled off a Ray Allen.
Yeah.
That nigga pulled. He shot that bitch off the ball of his feet. That's how close he was to the end line on that corner. And that nigga raised his fucking heels up and shot that bitch. I said, ain't no way in the world he
That
making
just
that.
got
That
me
bitch
thinking
went
about
yaga.
something. That got me just thinking about something. Give Sean Elliott 10 chances to shoot a 3-pointer in a regular season game. He's another 3-point shooter that don't get mentioned. Let him
Yeah, he
shoot
was
10 times.
underrated. He
Let
was
him shoot.
underrated.
Let him shoot 10 times. 15
I'm gonna
times
tell
three
you.
point
I'm,
field
I'm, I'm
goals.
gonna
See
tell
how
you. I'm
much
gonna
you gonna
tell you.
get.
I'm gonna tell you now who will average 25 or more easy. Steve Smith will average 25 or more.
Oh yeah,
Mitch
Facts.
Steve
Richmond,
Smith.
Mitch, Mitch Richmond will average 25 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn
Glenn
Rice.
Wright,
Rice,
Glenn
Glenn
Rice will
Rice,
average
definitely.
25 or more. Hey man, Chris Mullen will actually average
Chris Mullen,
25 or
hey,
more.
Mully
Man,
was
look,
nice.
man.
Mully was nice,
Man,
man.
look.
Mully was nice.
All these incomplete ass niggas, it was more complete players. It
Players
was more
back
complete
then,
players in the
right?
90s. The other
'90s
niggas
and
incomplete.
early 2000s, right?
Look at Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, he got hard. I fuck with him, but he's incomplete like a motherfucker, James. You can't trust that nigga in the 7 game series. He'll give you two.
Django.
He'll give you 2 good games as a number 1 player, but he
But
ain't gonna. He
listen,
ain't gonna get
we
you over
don't.
the hump. He ain't
I
gonna get you over the
understand all
hump.
that. I understand all that, and we seen that picture already. But we don't do it by one nigga. We ain't got it. We don't need no LeBron and no AD. We do it as a team, bruh.
I think y'all gonna have to get one superstar, James. Cause you can't
No,
trust
we
them
don't.
white boy. You can't
No,
trust.
we
You
don't.
can't trust. You can't trust Tyler Hero and Duncan
I
Robinson.
trust Pat Corleone. How many rings he got told as a player and a coach?
Shit, he want that superstar himself though, James. You gotta look at that. Pat Riley always looking for the next big thing now.
No, I understand that, but
You
if he
know how
can't
he
get
move.
him, listen. If he can't get him, we not tripping off that neither though,
But the
because we
reason
still
I
play
say,
team ball.
but
And
that's
we
y'all.
live with the results. We ain't trying to stack no
James,
deck like that to get no superstar
I don't
in
think
the
y'all
win.
play. I don't think y'all play team ball. I'm gonna tell you why I think y'all don't. Because if y'all play team ball, you got a $200 million center on your roster. Why not get him involved early? Why not run the offense through him early? Why not get
See,
him
I
established
agree with
early?
that too.
Y'all
I agree
never
with that.
get
You know
Bam
why?
established. Y'all
Well,
never establish Bam.
talk to Spoelstra about that because I told you he be hitting and missing. I done seen him cost us some series, and it ain't always on the players. Like that finals he cost us. All thing he had to do was enter the fucking clip, like I've been telling you. That what got us back in the fucking game. But you refuse to put the man back in there. Game 5 or game 6, you ain't played a nigga who changed the series around in game 3 and game 4. So it was a mismatch for them that they couldn't adjust to. Anthony Davis too soft to handle it. We pulling
Hey,
Anthony Davis out. You can't play Dwight Howard. Miles Leonard pulling him out the paint. Jimmy Butler go for a 40-point triple double, and you don't go back to that. Man, that's coaching. Man, that ain't got nothing to do with no fucking
hey,
players. And if a player
but
was over
Giant,
there saying that shit, them dudes will quit on a coach like that when they see you ain't trying to win. So
hey,
that
Giant,
that shit could go either way. It's like a fucking weighing machine. Either that shit gonna even or balancing out, or that shit gonna be unbalanced. And right now, it's got a lot of unbalance going on my team, no doubt about it. But it also starts from Eric Spoelstra, dog. Eric Spoelstra, he gets stagnated sometimes. And then when you let them dudes shoot that shit, like we missed Tyler Hero 3 games. 3 of those games, Tyler Hero ain't played. So we was missing those 20 points off the bench. Now, how many points we was losing by? See, that's the difference too. But people don't use those as excuses, especially a nigga like me. But I'm just throwing that in there to show you example of why niggas was losing. We didn't have our scoring punch off the bench. Duncan Robinson is the hit and miss, but you talking about Tyler Hero, who elevated his game from the bubble till last year he was a way off shooter because we didn't make the playoffs at all until we got Jimmy Butler back. I mean, and then we lost in the first round, got swept. But no, we was missing Buku games last year. Jimmy Butler missed over 20, 30 games. We never stayed healthy. That's why I tell you we do it as a committee. If Giannis miss a game, if Chris Middleton miss a game, them niggas getting their ass whipped. You can't
hey,
say that for us, dog.
but I'm telling you, James, y'all are a front court player, and y'all are a superstar away for being straight up
Hold up, what
legit
front court
contender.
player you talking about? Get Bam some
What?
help?
Yeah, you need Bam needs some help for sure. I think Bam would be better as a power forward. I think
I
you
don't
get
like
you a
Bam
real
playing the center. How tall Bam is? 6'9"?
yeah 6'9". He need to play power forward.
Yeah, he's too small to play center.
Y'all need a legit center, and y'all need a legit superstar. That you know, if all shit fails, if Tyler Hero for some reason want to miss everything, if Duncan Robinson want to be like Joe Harris and not make anything, and Jimmy Butler want to be on the stuff that he been on, you had that one guy, you know, for sure that's gonna get it done night in and night out. They can pull y'all out the rabbit hole. I
Hey,
think
let
end
me
of the
ask you a
day, that's what
question.
y'all
Jimmy
miss.
Butler shot 10 for 14 last night, 27 points.
He can't do
So
that consistently though.
nobody came.
Hey, we seen some cats in the playoff runs that could be consistent like that. The
Man,
superstar.
listen, Kyrie just came back and had 2 worst games of his life. The game against Miami, he wasn't shooting good. And the game against the Hornets, the nigga shot damn near 2 for 17 from behind the arc. And the nigga giving him a pass for that shit. That's all I'm saying. And he made more superstar level than Jimmy Butler. But you don't hear a nigga say he's struggling and he can't get the job done. They don't play no
Nah,
D like Miami, but they're a threat to a nigga who do play D. That's what I'm saying.
hey,
When I listen to some of
Johnny.
y'all niggas that be hypocritical about some of these teams, I don't care
Nah,
what
hey,
you got
Johnny.
dealing with them
I've been
personally, but
hard.
look at it
I've
from
been
a
hard on the
basketball
Brooklyn fans.
standpoint.
I've been hard on the Brooklyn fans though. I told
I
them, I said,
understand
y'all,
that, but I'm just talking about in general. Didn't Kyrie just have a bad game?
yep.
He had two in a row, and nigga ain't was talking about that.
And the day they championship a buzzer, they don't win the championship.
The
Brooklyn
Clippers is too,
fan,
but they got at least they got an excuse. What's the Lakers and the Nets excuse? You still got two of your big three before Harden traded. You still had Harden out there. And my fault he quit on y'all, and y'all said the deck to get the nigga. That what you get for cheating the
yep.
system to get a bitch ass nigga like that anyway. Now everybody talking about Harden was throwing the game to get out of Brooklyn. No,
I
he
don't
wasn't.
care if he did. I don't
That
care if he
nigga
did
wasn't.
it for
Is
real.
he throwing the games in Philly? Because he looked the same way to me. Talk to me, Herm.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying. It's just too many excuses, dog. Because
end
that's
of the
their
day,
favorite player.
end of the day, if Brooklyn don't win, Brooklyn fans better stay away from me because I'm gonna destroy Kevin Durant and I'm gonna destroy Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna destroy both of them. Because at the end of the day, you trade away all that talent for James Harden, and look where it got you. The big
Nowhere.
three failed. The big three failed, so that's a knock on your legacy right there. And then you couldn't get the job done. So at the end of the day, they better stay away from me. That's
I
all they
agree with
better
that.
do. And
I'm
now
just
them
saying, like, we
Lakers,
don't keep the same smoke for everybody. I know we do, Herm, but you know who
yeah,
I'm talking about. Eventually, you got people come on these shows and they'll see, like, I, I'm from the old school code. And even though I adjust to some of the new shit that's real, but not everything that I see in this era. I give you props when it's good, and I'm gonna cheat on you when you ain't good, because that's how it's supposed to be. To try to make you do better. That
yeah.
I'm criticizing you and calling you out on some of these things, not to hurt your feelings, to make you stronger and do better. And I see you got potential. You go off potential in this era. We was going off the eye test. That's the difference. They go off analytics, but we go off what a nigga really did, show and tell. You know what I mean? They'll come on, oh, he went to 8. But no, these niggas went to 7-1-5 and went to 6-1-6 and ain't got no blemishes on this shit. But you got niggas come on these shows every day to help us for this fucking era. Only reason why I like Miami, dog, because they doing it right. And they don't have a nigga like a Giannis, motherfucking James Harden, Kyrie Irving, motherfucking Kevin Durant, and they still number one after all the turmoil, fighting on the sideline, doing all this bullshit, and people still worrying about us. We doing something right. That's all I'm saying, Herb. We
Hey,
not
but
the we,
Giant,
we not the vocal point of the league right now for a nigga to be talking about the Miami Heat ain't this and the Miami Heat ain't doing that. Because the last couple of like the last 2 months, we've been in the top three holding that bitch down, and everybody else been back and forth, back and forth. And guess what? We was on a 4-game losing streak. We fell to number 4, and after Boston lost yesterday, we right back at number 1. So we was out number 1 for 1 day. 1 day. So like I say, man, you can't do that, bruh. Cause you feel in your heart we don't have a superstar. When I seen we got to the finals without that. We ain't had nothing in it, we got to the finals.
that's a fact. That's a
You
fact.
got
I
people who don't
give
much
y'all
have that.
credit for that.
You got people who got way more than that. Still can't get out the second round. What's that? Oh, he had bigger shoes. His toenail was on the line. Excuses. Miss me with the excuses, man.
Hey, hey. That's why my hometown Grizzlies, I think we the most excited team. Cause yes, John Morant, he still ain't a superstar yet, but he's rising.
No, but
But
y'all
we got
18-2 without him. That means y'all got a
yeah,
team.
yeah,
And
we
y'all
got
don't got
all
no
that.
superstar. What superstar on y'all team then? That's what I'm saying. But Miami need one, but your team don't need none. And they 18
Nah,
and 2 without their
we
main
actually
superstar.
we actually do though, cause Ja got to take the next level for us to for us to be a championship team. So I
But why?
think to me,
Hold on, Herm. But how you know he not gonna do that?
I know he is. I know he is eventually. But for us right now, that's what we missing right now. Because I think we're going to get tough in those situations. I think that will propel them not to make the NBA final. But I mean, I got to be real too. Golden State made the finals, And Steph wasn't no superstar to me in
Thank you. That's what
2015.
I'm saying, huh?
And
That's why. That's the only reason why I'm trying to poke holes in your argument that you need a superstar to get you over the hump. Because long as you play team-oriented basketball and you got depth, you emptying the clip, you playing fundamentally sound, ain't no team gonna beat you. You can stack the deck high. We seen that with Dallas, even though they did have a superstar in Dirk Nowitzki, but nobody else. So I understand why you
nope.
saying you need that nigga to get you to the finals and maybe over the hump. But I done seen normal teams go up in that bitch and blast niggas. I'm talking
I
about
think I,
blast them.
I think the best example would be the '04 Pistons, but Miami not even close defensively like the '04 Pistons though. That the Detroit Pistons 1 through 5 could guard, they could hold their own. Even Rip Hamilton asked to hold his own. Chauncey was holding his own.
Yeah, I feel
So
that.
so the Pistons 1 through 5 could hold their own at every position,
Well,
and
hold on.
you
How many
rarely.
Eastern Conference championships they went to? They went to like 6 or 7 though, right?
I think they went to 4 or 5.
It
I
was
don't
like
know for
I
sure.
gotta look it up. I'll
I
look
think
it
it's
up
No,
like
they were
four or
before next
tearing the
time.
five
East
though.
up, dog, and they only got
It was like 4 or 5 though.
and they went to
Hmm.
the finals twice out of that, right?
Right.
Yeah, twice out of that. I think it was like four. I think they made it like four straight. I think they made it to four straight. It was four straight Eastern Conference finals,
I mean, I take that all day because you know how hard it is to win a championship and let alone
and
get
they
to the
didn't have
finals.
a superstar. And think
And they
about it,
didn't have no
Right.
superstar. That's
they
my
didn't have a
exact point. So
superstar.
I take that route right there. Long as you can buy into the system, and like I said, start from the head top. Well, Pat Riley did over the years in his NBA coaching career. It was a phenomenal job. So I don't know why he not up there with the Zen Master, the Red All Box, or the Greg
You know
Popovich.
what's
'Cause,
you know
dog, that nigga
what's
got
called
how many he got with the Lakers and how many he got with Miami?
hold on, I'll be right
And
back.
you add that shit together and you add the ones he got as a player like y'all do Phil. Come on, man. How that man ain't in there?
And Pat Riley was smooth. Just the only thing I think Pat Riley regret to this day though, that with the Knicks and with the Heat, back then in the '90s, he couldn't beat Jordan though, because
Yeah, I
The
agree.
Heat had the talent and the Knicks had the talent to do it, but they couldn't get over that hump. But the Knicks went up 2-0 against the Bulls in '92 or '93, I forgot
That was
which one.
93. And they got
Yeah,
that
with '90.
Jordan. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and Jordan, and they was hard. The media was hard on Jordan. They saying he was gambling at the casino. He doing this and doing that. That's why they down 2-0. The whole city, the whole state of New York thought the Knicks would finally go do it. Man, the motherfuckers kicked that motherfucker. The Bulls came and won 4 straight. Miami Heat. Yes, you held Jordan to his lowest percentage ever in the playoffs, but shit, they were D'ing y'all up too though. Zoe couldn't get it done. Jamal Mashburn, he still was too young. Tim
Yeah.
Hardaway wasn't ready yet. I mean, shit just didn't work out for y'all. Didn't
To
work
me,
out for
Tim
them.
Hardaway was just whole at that point because he was already in Golden State running with Run TMC. He put a lot of
Yeah,
miles so when he got that position over there to help Zoe. You know, back then you had to have a big man point guard. Everybody was running like that in the '90s. They started from the big man in the inside, and they built it around the big man. So Tim Hardaway was a nice complementary piece. So, like you said, Mashburn was so young, he didn't really, you had Dan Marley on that team, you had PJ
yeah.
Brown, you had fucking
They were
Brian
stacked.
Grant. Boy, that
Yeah, they
team
were
was stacked.
stacked.
You not lying, but you going against Jordan though, bruh.
Yeah, and I know Pat Riley did all that work. He said, "Man, I know I got the rosters to do it. He just couldn't get it done." I think that's the if you were to ask that nigga, I think that's his biggest regret, that I couldn't at least beat that nigga once and get his ass up out of there once. And I think he regret that more than anything, because he put the right teams together to do it. Because in order to beat Jordan, you got to be physical. You got to rough his ass up. You got to make every
Mm-hmm.
shot difficult, whether you score 30 or 40 or not. As long as you make everything difficult for the nigga, that's all that matters. And they had the roster to do it. It just shit. Jordan just was that great to prevail over this shit.
One thing I just
And
got out that whole situation that you said. Pat Riley went to the finals with the Knicks, even though he lost in '94.
yeah,
He went to the finals
Miami. He went,
with Miami and the
but
Lakers.
he won. He won with Shaq and Wade, and of course he won them four with the Lakers in the '80s.
Yeah,
So, and then I think he got one or two as a player. I think one as a player or two as a player. He got total 6 or 7 rings. I mean, then if you count the executive shit, he got 9.
Yeah, because he got the two on the back end with LeBron, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
And
And
Wade and Bye.
and think about all the pieces he put together for that roster. You got Rashard Lewis. You end up getting Shane Battier.
Ike Miller.
You end up James Jones. You had niggas like I forgot that son of that bought in. That bought in real good. He wasn't that guy, but he did all the small things.
Oh, you talking
Chris
about
Bosh.
Chris Anderson?
Yeah,
Oh, you
Chris.
talking about
There was
yo?
another
You
son
talking about
too.
the nigga the little black dude?
Yeah, the black nigga. Man, I talk about Pat Riley put together a hell of a
Joel
team.
Anthony.
Yeah, Joel Anthony, and yeah, Mike Miller. When they stole Ray Allen from Boston, that's a Pat Riley move right there. If they
Yeah,
ain't retro Pat Riley, I don't know what that is.
X.
You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, end of the day, dude is a genius. He should get more respect than what he deserves. And what he do in Miami is great. I just know he know. I know he know this. So man, I love Jimmy. I love his attitude. I love what he brings. But I gotta get the one or two more pieces that we need to get us over the hump because we ain't got that. Tyler Hero, he's too young, so I can't put all that on Tyler Hero right now. Even though I think he gonna be the future, I can't put that on him right now. I can't expect him to be there right now. So he knows he need one or two more pieces to get over that hump. Jimmy, he basically got one to be got one or two more years left in him. You know what I'm saying? Because he overachieved. He always been an overachiever. Always been an
See, I
overachiever.
look at Jimmy as just a nice sidekick. He ain't no superstar. To me, he not really no all star. How many all stars he really made? Keep it real.
Damn, did that nigga? I think he made about one or two. Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't
see
need
that's
him
what I'm
change.
saying.
Thank you.
So he's just
No.
a solid role player. He a hard nosed defender that you could build your team around. So at some points, I do agree with you saying you need a nigga like a KD. But like I said, knowing Pat Riley's scheme anyway, and knowing how he built teams, that shit wasn't really no main focus. If you could land one, you could land one. I think we picked up big on the PJ Tucker. I think we picked up big on the Kyle Lowry. There's two championship experience type guys that can help us down the line in the playoffs. So Tyler Hero won't be ready for those big shots and moments. And don't forget, we got the Morris twin who won in the bubble with the Lakers, another championship caliber team who got experience in the playoffs for a couple of years and know how to play, been a journeyman in the league, a nice enforcer. So, like I say, teams are going small as it is. So I understand we need somebody to back Bam up. I like Deadman, but Deadman don't give me that vibe like, he could really put those minutes in if Bam was to get in foul trouble. So I do agree
Hey,
with you on that. That's why I
And
say
I'm
we
gonna
Devin
tell
win.
you.
started and Devin started playing basketball late. 'Cause you remember he went in the service. He
Yeah, I
did time
remember
in the
that,
service.
King.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
he made.
I'm gonna tell you too, John. I'm gonna tell you a
He
player
was a
that I
late
think
bloomer.
Pat. I'm gonna tell you a player that I think Pat Riley can get the best out of and turn him into the superstar that he should have been turned into. I think if y'all get Bradley Beal and you put him in that culture, and if Pat Riley could get him to buy in, I think Bradley Beal would be that guy with that center that I'm talking about that can get y'all over the hump and make y'all a legit contender.
I like the Heat going forward, but I just feel like I agree with y'all on I don't like Bam at center. I think Bam should be at power forward. I think he'll even kill more at power forward than he will
Yeah,
at center.
that's why I want him at the four. If I'm a Heat fan, that's why I want him at. I don't want that man having to guard yo. That's gonna put him in foul trouble. You got to guard Jokic and Embiid and all that. That's gonna put him in foul trouble. You don't want that because
Yeah,
that
you got to
he go.
protect him knowing that's the only asset that you really have down there to give you some contribution. So I do agree with that. You got to protect him and move him. Man, fuck that. Put you in that five. Fuck this old ass bitch.
You might as well. You might
Knock
as
your
well.
fucking car
Hell,
well the dust off your fucking knee. You dusty bitch.
I think he got a series in him to be hard on Embiid for a series or two. I think he could do that
Man,
shit
it's
if
just
you put
another
him.
body to throw at him just to get, like you say, just to spare him. And ask them to go up in there and hack a nigga up and use that little foul. We only need 7 minutes. 3-3 and one. You know what I'm saying? A
And
2-2,
he don't
two
and
and
he'll
one.
use all six fouls.
Yeah, but I'm hack a nigga up.
Yeah, you could
You
save
know,
Bam and move Bam to that forward. Let Haslam just get the rebounds and do all the dirty work at the five.
I
We don't
just
need
gotta
no
say
punch at the
this.
five.
I just gotta say this. It just hit my brain. It's not going off topic. You know us. We talk about real shit over here. Dylan Brooks, y'all, is not the only nigga that ever dated a drag that's in the open. A lot of these other boys that's in the league that y'all favorite players, they dating a drag too. I've been trying to tell y'all, a lot of these motherfuckers in this industry, y'all be thinking these motherfuckers is motherfuckers this and that, and they in the society they passing them off as females, but nigga, like I tell y'all, I was raised around right from wrong, and not only that, I was raised around when they taught. And I seen all that shit. I've been exposed to all kinds of
man.
shit. I know niggas that they get down like that. I know niggas that don't get down like that.
I guarantee Dylan Brooks gonna invest enough money to the point where that thing is gonna look like a woman very soon. I guarantee.
And he ain't the only one. I will start counting out names and shit, but I'm just gonna wait to Dylan Brooks is not the only basketball player that's the NBA player that dated a man. A lot of these favorite players that's in this league, I can start naming them, but I ain't gonna do it now. Niggas will be thinking I'm reaching and shit. I'm gonna let the truth come out.
Hey,
These
but
niggas,
look, but they
these
but
niggas
they
tell on
ex-
themselves.
they accept this shit now though, so he ain't got to worry about the backlash. He ain't got to worry about motherfuckers doing this and that. Could have
I
shit
don't care what nobody say. I think all
the
them
world
Jenner
gonna
motherfuckers are men any motherfucking way. That's just my opinion. Ain't no,
man.
hey, I ain't that.
They gonna protect the motherfucker and they gonna protect the motherfuckers anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you
I
ain't
think all
Dylan
them
Brooks
Jenners.
ain't
I
got to
think all
worry
them
about the
Jenners is a
backlash.
man. I think all them motherfuckers is a man. I think every last one of them is. Every last one of
Hold
them
up,
is.
T. Who you talking about, T?
The Jenners, all the
Oh,
motherfuckers.
oh,
I
oh,
think
oh,
all the
oh.
And
motherfuckers are men.
Trayvon
I ain't
trying to
gonna
get
lie,
in
they
TP.
do. They look kind of. They is bad built a little bit. Ain't no nigga built. Ain't no. You seen
I
how
got you,
Chloe
Trey.
built and all them got babies for Tristan Thomas can't lead him. Bad bit built along. This bitch got shoulder pads. How you walking around the bitch with a shoulder pad with no helmet? You ain't
Man,
got no
that's why
yellow
I,
butt.
Well,
that's what I said. That's why I said Dylan Brooks is not the only nigga that's been walking around with a drag. He ain't the only one. Hey, I could get on Devin Booker.
Oh, what's up, Trey? That's my nigga
Hold
Trey.
on. Let me get what's his
ah,
name?
shit, he finna get this shit off.
Oh
Talk about
yeah, I'm
Tristan
getting it off
Thompson.
because
Talk
the
about
truth. This
Tristan Thompson.
hey, yeah, I'm getting this shit out there. I've been trying to tell these
Now
niggas
they
forever about this
Kardashian though.
shit.
Khloe
Um,
Kardashian though,
what's
so
that nigga? Ben
she get
Simmons is
by.
another one. You dated one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I heard
dated
Chris
about him
Bam.
too,
Humphreys.
though.
Chris Humphreys.
Yep.
He had a Kardashian though, so that kind of don't count.
Man, he ain't a Kardashian. He ain't okay. He messed with one of them. He messed with them little man, them little built motherfucker, transformer looking ass
Yeah,
niggas.
he didn't have one. Yeah, be honest, that nigga had a seven relationship. He wasn't getting no sex. He was just walking outside together, smiling. And nigga Chris Humphries and Kim, he ain't get inside that room not one time. I don't believe. I think that was just a walk. We gonna walk outside, hold hands, get in the car together, and we gonna go over here and
That
act like
boy
this.
sound
That
like a rapper.
Damn my nigga, your mic bad than a motherfucking Trey.
Yeah, he sound like a rapper. I thought that nigga
uh,
was mixing right quick. With the
can
jam man.
you hear me now?
Yeah,
Still
you
fresh?
like you going in and out, in and out, in and out.
You might need to get out and come back
Sound like
in right quick.
Soundwave for Transformers.
Sound
TP
like
gonna
that
be on.
thing Dylan Brooks was laying around with.
Get out
I'm
and
gonna
come
come
back
back in.
in, cause your knowledge is always needed, man.
I know Trey gonna come drop the fucking wildfire bomb in this bitch like California fires. They see that was too many more
Man,
voices
right.
like that though. The long as you hear all them other fuck niggas' voices approving of the fuck shit, they voices being heard more than the real dog. Cause they the only ones out here saying something about it. But the other one, oh, that ain't my business. Yeah, it's your business. Cause
I ain't,
that reflect on your fucking kids, boy.
I
Cause
ain't
your
Mm-hmm.
gonna
kids
lie.
out here looking at that YouTube, watching the same fugazi ass shit, and you wonder where they picking up all these fucking bad habits from.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
Right.
Price and James. Like me and the OG Elder, we went on. We had a motive. We was like, man, we go check out all these other YouTube channels. Niggas that fanboys, but we gonna try to give them a chance. And you know what I'm saying? We had them niggas kind of start being real, But them niggas so far in their feelings are so damn biased. They weren't talking for the love of the game. They just start feeling some type of way because they're like, damn, y'all niggas fuck with ticket. Or, man, I heard y'all on this platform doing this and platform doing that. Say, nah, nigga, the same shit we say there, we'll say here. But we just trying to get y'all to look at basketball different rather than being fanboy. Jordan, my favorite player. I rarely talk about that nigga. But niggas got in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it. I should have been doing what I was doing from the beginning, staying away from fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas try to support all black men because at the end of the day, man,
Hey,
even the
hon, you
niggas
still
that
right
are,
there? Oh,
yeah, my bad. I went out. I went out a little bit, but even when niggas that are fanboys, you know what I'm saying? They can bring a unique perspective if they don't take shit personal and they be 100. All them content creators put their brains together. Man, they can run this
I'm not.
shit. They
Man,
can run the
look,
sports world.
we ain't fit to do that. That's why that's what's being a real person. Like I think sometimes nigga get that shit confused. It's just being honest and being you, man, giving your honest opinion on something. Like, you know what I mean? No matter who the fuck it is. Like if I see it's for instance, right? No matter how much you love somebody, if I see my boy, whoever, nigga, anybody close to me that I fuck with do some suspicious shit to me, I fit to let them know immediately, bro. I ain't. What was that? Nah, nigga, that ain't the nigga I know. Like you don't, you know what I mean? You just don't
Facts,
turn. You
facts.
don't turn. You don't try to say, oh, that's my nigga. He can do that. Nah, I'm not fit to do that. Look, I love Kobe, boy. When Kobe fucked up, Kobe fucked up. I used to get pissed off when I used to see Kobe sometimes shoot the ball with 3 or 4 nigga. I ain't give a fuck if he made it. I'd be like, Kobe, pass that shit, nigga. Next, I don't give a fuck. You got Lamar Odom waving his hand, man. Pass it, nigga, right there. Like when it's sometimes you gotta pass it. Like, nigga, I'm gonna call you out on what I see. I'm not gonna call you out on what I want to see or what I want to believe in my mind. I'm gonna
Facts,
tell you what the fuck I see in
facts.
my eyes, man. This is what you out here doing, bro. Or even if you don't feel like that, you know how somebody can tell you, man, it feel like you don't love me or like you don't care. You like, well, that ain't the truth. Well, it's like your body language though. You got to change that shit. Then your effort. That's what you got to be honest. You may not feel like that, but nigga, you doing something to make somebody think this, nigga. It's just right there in front of you, man. You can't keep acting blind. You ain't fit to act like your girl didn't just get out the car with that nigga. Oh, hey, babe, like that's her fucking cousin. Who the fuck is that? You ain't gonna say shit.
That's a
That's
fact, bro. And
that's
it
being a
ain't no,
fan. That's what a fanboy is. You see this nigga cheating out there, and you ain't gonna say shit. You just gonna go in the locker room and change, check your shower and change. Be like, all right, man, see you next game. Man, what the fuck is you doing out there? You cheating me,
But Skip, he scored 39 points, Skip. But Skip,
man.
what else can he do, Skip?
that show what them
Rick, hey, T
fanboys be
Price.
doing.
Me and T Price was talking about something. That nigga Rick Bueller said something. He said the Lakers do not have a top 10 player on their roster. I said, wait a minute, damn. Is that he may be telling the fucking truth? Because if you think about it, fuck you scoring. Just because you can score,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean you doing top 10 players get their teams in the playoffs. Can we be honest?
Yeah,
And that's what the nigga asked. The nigga
yeah.
tried to say, Nick Wright tried to say, well, name me a top 10 player that has won the scoring championship, something like that. And he wasn't a top 10 player. And the dude said most people who won the scoring championship was 8 to somewhere in that seed. Like they either was in the bottom seeds of that. If you was a scoring champion, you were in the playoffs. It wasn't he wasn't. Like you were more likely in the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs if you were Allen Iverson scoring championship. Kevin Durant, he was in the playoffs. Kobe Bryant in the playoffs. Like these guys were in the playoffs on those times. So yeah, he kind of got an argument there on saying why put you in the top 10 if your team ain't winning.
Oh, Trey, let me ask you a question. When Bradley Beal led the league in scoring, didn't he make the playoffs too?
Yeah, they did make it.
Russ
They had
got him in though. Russ was the
Russ got
reason why
him.
they got
I don't
in.
give a damn who got him in. Was he on the team with him saying? Wasn't Bradley
Yeah,
Beal on that team?
exactly. They was in the playoffs in it.
But you know, Steph Curry won that scoring title from the last game. The last game, Steph Curry won that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
but see, and it's the thing. It's what they trying to put. It ain't that. It ain't that. It's not a great thing. It's the extra shit y'all putting on it. See, that's where you get people like me to jump off. Now I could look at LeBron and say, damn, this nigga playing some great, like he's scoring the ball better than I ever seen him since he's ever been in the fucking league. I could say that about him. And I could say this is where I say
He ain't in my
LeBron
top
is
10,
probably
bro. He ain't in my
LeBron,
top 10.
if we want to go longevity, right? This how we cut this shit off. He's not better than Michael Jordan in their prime of their winning years. If you go from 91 to 98, just that span alone is better than LeBron James' whole career. Michael Jordan got 4 MVPs, 6 MVP finals, 6 championship. Just in that span alone, right there, his whole career is better than that dude. If you want to go longevity, you would say Karl Malone is the greatest player to ever play basketball. If you looked at his overall stats.
Hell yeah.
If you looked at Karl Malone overall stats, you would say he is the greatest player to ever play this game. That's a longevity stat. He's not better than Mike.
Yep.
He's not better than Tim Duncan. He's not better than this guy and that guy and
Trey,
this guy.
I'm gonna give you something better. I'm gonna give you something better. Look at John Stockton, Magic Johnson. Nobody consider John Stockton the best point guard of all time. But
I was going there next, Herm. You's a genius. Longevity. If you look at that nigga John Stockton, he got all the fucking records, and his shit is blowing Magic out. But if you go back and look at their prime when Magic started and to when he ended, it was no way that this motherfucker better than Magic.
Facts.
And if Magic got to play 19 fucking years straight in the league, he would have that assist record blown out the fucking water, bro. They wouldn't even be catching that shit.
Probably have 50,000 assists, huh?
A lot of these niggas got longevity. And then I could just say this to add on to it. Look at the span that Mike made his records. Look how long it took Kobe and LeBron to beat him. It took these niggas like 17, 18 years straight, though. No breaks. Straight NBA play. No, I'm going to retire. I'm going to come back. I'm going to retire. I'm going to come back. This straight. And y'all have 4 years ahead of him.
Yeah, Jordan was playing with them niggas, retiring and coming back. Y'all niggas ain't still
so come on, you gotta think about it. And then when you try to say, oh, LeBron has led in assists and this, go and look at it the right way and see career averaging. Who's leading in it? Michael Jordan got all the goddamn playoff records, man.
But guess what though? LeBron only led the league in assists 1 year in his whole damn career. So
that's what I
think. And Michael Jordan led in steals in the playoffs, the whole playoffs, not just assists.
And then look, y'all. His whole career, LeBron only led the playoffs in scoring twice. His whole playoff career only twice. And think about it, y'all.
And I'll do this to Kobe Bryant, man. I'll do the same thing to Kobe Bryant. But guess what? Ain't nobody saying Kobe Bryant better than Michael Jordan. We saying he right up in there, but he ain't better than Mike. You all up here saying this nigga is better than Michael Jordan. I mean, really show me, other than just piling up stats, show me where this nigga better than Michael Jordan, nigga.
His hairline.
He ain't better than that nigga enough.
That's what I'm saying. If you think, look, you would say you think if Kobe or Mike, these players could do what they want to do. Like, yes, let's be honest, a lot of these niggas, Magic, them niggas, Larry Bird, they could do what they want to do when they want to do it on the court. You don't think if their mind, see, Larry, Mike, Magic was still a killer. Even when he passing the ball, it was still a killing thing with him. Those niggas was thinking to destroy you. They wasn't thinking, I'm trying to end this game with about 40, 10, 15, and 8 or 10. That wasn't their goal. They wasn't trying to win in the stats. They was trying to win in the championships and win in the game, man. Everybody always want to say different mind frame. That's a problem to me. LeBron should have that. He only want to kill when it's easy prey, when there's a wounded animal. He took himself out that GOAT conversation when that nigga did that horrible performance in the finals against Dirk Nowitzki.
They act like we supposed to forget about that shit. So I don't understand why this dude is in the
that nigga had 8 points in one game. That nigga had 8 points in one of those games. Then the nigga didn't average, and then the nigga averaged like 3 or 2 points in the fourth quarter in clutch moments. Man, hell no, we can't forget that shit. You had a better team than that nigga. Y'all was supposed to go over there. Everybody said y'all fit to blow them niggas out. They thought that Dallas was fit to get their ass steamrolled.
They always want to sit there and say, "Oh, what happened when LeBron made it to the finals waiting on Kobe?" But what happened when Kobe? What happened when Kobe was waiting on him? What happened when the
Yep.
years when they were putting
Same
the
thing go
puppets up
back and
on
forth,
the
bro. Look,
commercials and shit like that? Look
and
at what
look,
Kobe did.
they both beat the teams that beat each other.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron beat OKC, but we know who he had with him, but he beat OKC when they put Kobe out, and Kobe beat Orlando, and Kobe beat Boston, the teams that put him out. Come on, man. God damn.
Yeah, y'all niggas don't. Yeah, they don't know. That's why I don't be getting into it with these. I refuse now. What's up? Underrated?
What's good? How's
I
what's
want to
going on
see
with
a
the
nigga
family?
underrated. Underrated. I want to see a nigga win the MVP when his team is barely, not even barely in the playoffs. Y'all barely trying to stay in the motherfucking hunt of a play-in. There ain't no damn playoffs. I'm counting this nigga for missing the
If
playoffs,
they
bro.
lose
I don't give
tonight,
a
if
fuck.
they lose
Hey,
tonight,
I'm
they
counting
ass
this
will be
nigga
11. Cause
James
Dallas would want the shit.
underrated.
I'm
T
listening, T.
Price, I'm counting this nigga. I'm counting this nigga for missing the playoffs. Any nigga who in the play-in, I'm going back. I got to make sure I keep this shit in record from when they started this. If your ass landed in the play-in, I got to put you as not making the playoffs, no matter what happens, because that's what all the other players are stuck with. Just like they stuck with not having a 3-point line.
Facts.
Look, man, I ain't trying to see nobody get no MVP and they miss the playoffs, man.
Shit, but how
Fucking
he talking
play-in,
Not
about?
only that, hold on.
underrated.
This is the thing. I
Underrated.
gotta
The
get this
play-in,
out. I gotta get
underrated.
this
How you
out.
win that with a play-in? Some new shit.
You
And
know what
not only
Shannon Sharp
that,
said though?
not
Yeah,
only that, how the hell he's gonna win MVP when you play less games? You got on Kawhi Leonard or Kawhi
right.
can't do it. Come on, man. Like, miss me that. So y'all media motherfuckers. Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. Hit the light, man. Hit the like button, man. Don't be a hater your whole motherfucking life, man. Like for real, man. That's why
Man.
I like to come on here like I want to and shit. But I might as well unleash myself while I'm on here, man. Hit
Yo,
that like, man.
I got the Ivan Iverson spirit now. Playing? What? Playing?
Man, that shit don't count with me either. The playing, man. Either you made it or you didn't.
Come
Hey,
on,
look,
man.
T Price, look, everybody likes stats so much, like we was talking about. You want to go on stats and you want to go on the rate that a motherfucker was on? If Allen Iverson played 19 seasons
Mm.
or anything like that in the league, he will lead the league in missed shots, not Kobe Bryant. With Kobe Bryant missing the most in NBA history, that doesn't say like you got like, oh, you a bad shooter. That says you got the best green light in the world that you is trusted like a motherfucker.
See, people
He
that
got
say
5.
stupid. See, I get exactly what you say that, but people that say stupid shit like that, like for instance, I'll give y'all a great example. In the Arkansas game against Gonzaga, the point guard Note, he shot 29 times. 29. I'm like, dude, you didn't use your teammates. Yeah, y'all did win that game, but it's just saying. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, man. It's just like you gotta have meaning behind what you just saying. Don't just say the stat. You can't go and look at a nigga 3-point percentage and say, oh, he 37 and he's 40. Oh, he better shooter than him. Man, go look at who was attempting it more. You don't know. Like it's more to go to that shit.
And I'm just gonna say this too. I be paying attention to these dumbass niggas. You be bossing in the LBC community and two raw shit, and I've been seeing a lot of crazy shit on two raw shit lately. I know, right? I know how ticket shit is. Monkey see, monkey do. Be the same motherfuckers come out the curtain and shit when you sit there telling them when a person and when a person is really who they are. But anyway, y'all niggas always want to have it both ways. Oh, he's 37. Name somebody else want to play defense and everything. Look, all the great ones, all the great ones, they still guarded the best defender, no matter
Kobe,
how old they was
Mike,
in their career.
Mike came
He
back in
only
the
just
league
won one.
guarding Kobe, nigga, guarding Vince Carter with the fucking Wizards, nigga. That's how you think he ended up on the floor and all that shit, nigga. Diving and
Yeah.
all that. Man, he was kicking these niggas, Allen Iverson and all that shit. Wasn't nobody saying, oh, 41-year-old and 40-year-old Mike out here sticking the number one wing man in the league, nigga. Man, get the fuck out of here. He's doing what he's supposed to do, bitch. I ain't fit to feel bad for you or happy, bitch. That's your job. You out there playing.
Yeah.
Stick 'em.
Well, that's the name of the game.
Both sides of the
I
ball.
don't feel
baby.
bad for you. I don't feel bad for you. They teach you that in every sport, even karate. Nigga get hurt, turn around, get on your knees, don't look at it, because if he continue, I don't want you feeling bad for a limp. Go over there and attack his ass like he was straight. Straight up. You don't feel bad for an opponent that's in front of you. I don't give a fuck. I ain't finna feel bad for you stepped on. I don't care what your age is. I don't care if you playing with bruised ribs. I'm playing your ass.
Yeah, man, there ain't no such thing, no band-aids in this piece, man. Niggas giving out
Oh,
band-aids.
my bad. Hey, you Philadelphia fans. How you out there loving that shit, huh? Huh?
Stuck on band-aids and band-aids.
Talking all that shit. Talking all that shit about them first 5 games. I told you slow your roll. That's why I said I don't want to say nothing about this man. I don't want to say nothing about this man. I'm just gonna let him play out and let him do what he been doing.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad we got it. I see you, Don Cooks. I know Duke is dominating the storyline, but I'm still taking my Jayhawks. Like I said, y'all ain't fucking with Kansas, man. Unless they rig that shit for them niggas.
No.
Kansas got the best team from top to bottom. Y'all niggas continue to disregard the number 1 team. I like that. That's left, and they've been in the top 10. I'm glad underrated here. Okay, underrated. Who you like?
Man,
Now you got the men's side and you got the female side.
Hey, Kansas wayward son. I love Kansas, man. I'm just saying. I love Kansas. Top to bottom, man. Best team, both sides of the ball, man. Kansas, man. Long as Kansas, man. Y'all can celebrate.
I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come.
Hey, you know what's kind of funny
when you said that is because Kansas City is only 20 minutes from Lawrence.
Yeah.
They got some crazy little women, and I'm gonna give me one.
Yeah, man, Kansas saying this. Don't you cry no more. Woo!
You got the women's side. You got South Carolina. They'll play Louisville. And then you got UConn. They play in Stanford.
Oh, hey, one thing before you school them on the college thing. This was eating me up. Don't you ever disrespect 3-peating championships. Shaquille O'Neal winning, 3-time winning championship. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant talking about Joel Embiid and James Harden. Don't you ever do that shit again, my nigga. Ever in life, you motherfuckers. Wait till they win some shit.
Yo, Trayvon, tell me you joking. Tell me you joking, dog.
I know Kendrick Perkins saying that dumbass shit.
I wish I was joking. But once that nigga shot a couple threes in Philly, these niggas put up a picture on ESPN, Fox, all that shit, and some people in these chats talking about they were better, could be better, or was like Kobe and Shaq. Don't you ever say that shit ever again.
DP, can you bail me 3 blunts, please? I see you the money back.
First of all, not only was Shaq, see, y'all got it confused. Y'all like, oh, Embiid the most dominant big man. Embiid is not the most dominant player, though. Shaq was the most dominant player.
Exactly.
And then you had the number 1 wing defensive and offensive player. That is not James Harden.
Thanks.
How is y'all fucking comparing these niggas, man? Y'all's fucking crazy. And Shaq had MVP, MVP, finals in 3 finals MVP. Look, these niggas ain't did nothing that Shaq and Kobe's done.
This one thing I don't understand. They want to shit on Kobe, then you want motherfuckers compare the nigga to Kobe. What pisses me off. They love shitting on this nigga still, but you want to compare a nigga to
I
this
figured
nigga.
out what that is, T Price. I figured out what that is, how the media do it. You know who you compare players to real quick? Mediocre players, like all-starish players. Oh, he's like Scotty. Oh, he's like Clock. You don't compare these niggas to a nigga in Kobe Bryant atmosphere. You just don't throw his name out there in comparisons.
Listen,
You just don't do that. You don't see niggas saying Michael Jordan. Zion Wills, boy, remind me of fucking Michael Jordan. You just don't just say that about
you know,
any motherfucking body, man.
you know, I got an idea though. You know what we gotta do with these fools, man? We got doctors in this shit. Yo, you not allowed in this class, nigga. You need to go in kindergarten. You need to stay out this room. That's what we gotta do to these fools, man. This getting too much. You're not allowing this, man. No, you're not. We gonna close the door. We gonna talk. We talking. They cannot be allowed these conversations.
Hey, they out there. They throwing it out there just to throw it. Ain't nobody over there playing catch with them. They came outside with a football and just threw the motherfucker in the air.
Nigga, not even the dog going to get the motherfucker. What the fuck?
Who you out here playing catch with, nigga?
I tell you what, there ain't no damn Lassie. Tell you that much.
Hey, you just now fucked everybody up who was born in probably like 1996. Like, who the fuck is Lassie? Who the fuck is Old Yeller? Who the fuck is Old Yeller?
Yeah, exactly. Man. It goes to show you they don't do their history.
That's what I'm saying. It's more of a recency bias. It's just what I see right now, man. I'm glad that I was around whoever the hell, my pops, uncles, friends, cousins, brothers, that was letting me know whenever I start talking shit about whoever was playing now, they'll be like, boy, that nigga ain't got nothing on whoop-de-whoop. I'll be like, who the fuck is that? They'll be like, go find out. And I'll come back and be like, ooh, shit, that nigga was raw.
Bunch of Ren 1010 motherfuckers, man.
The truth is the truth, man. I'm not about to lie because you my favorite or I like you and all that shit. Nah. That's when I'm gonna have to come out with the truth. Like, damn, man, I wish this nigga was better than him.
Hey, you ain't gonna never get that though, cause niggas don't want competition. I'm glad you brought that up. Instead of us saying who the best is, these niggas teaming up, you can't see it. So you're gonna get a lot of heat behind that shit when you don't get it done, and then you see people talking about, oh, we ain't got Kyrie. But you should have needed Kyrie anyway. All y'all should have had your own team and fighting through that shit like a real man.
Did Kobe Bryant, did Michael Jordan say, fuck, man, like in the timeout, did you hear Michael Jordan say, fuck, man, we need Scotty to go in, he up here, fuck, man, we fit to lose. Like, no, did you hear Kobe say when Shaq fouled out, like, damn, man, no, these niggas like, what everybody sad for, nigga, I'm still on the court.
And see, that's the whole thing. That was the difference you see when Kyrie couldn't play all those games. 1,000 excuses for KD getting his ass whooped. James Harden losing that 11-game win streak. Then, when you go to the Lakers, you got 475 players, but you're only missing one, and you still got 1,000,001 fucking excuses.
And stop trying to make the Milwaukee Bucks a super team. They are not.
Yes, they're not.
Don't be hating on Giannis. That shit gotta stop, man. Stop hating on that nigga. He doing it. He doing it, nigga. He taking on these super teams. He taking on these duos. He's doing it.
And he tearing their ass up.
Man, I'm not fit to pump Chris Middleton up. Chris Middleton doing what he's supposed to do, but he ain't no motherfucking body like that. Ain't nobody worried about Chris Middleton. Ain't the Robin like where you just like, ooh, watch that motherfucker. It ain't like some Chris Paul and motherfucking Devin Booker shit. It ain't like some Steph Curry and Klay Thompson shit. Like, let's knock this shit off.
Hey.
It's some Giannis shit going on over there, nigga. It's Giannis when you think about all you think
like
about when you say Milwaukee Bucks.
That's like Jordan and Pippen. Now you show up, he show up. If you don't, I'm still gonna show up.
Come on, man.
And then Middleton a streaky shoot anyway, so you can't put him in no big three category like that. Like you say, trade like he a clean Booker to a Chris Paul, Steph Curry. You ain't much Kyrie and KD over there.
The Milwaukee Bucks die if Giannis ain't even at some type of status of almost just Superman.
That's crazy though. Just to see, like you say, this man don't get no prop for doing it the right way. But you got a million and one excuses for the niggas who can't, who barely making it, and who ain't gonna make it, doing it the wrong way.
You know what I say? I say this nigga Giannis, for what he can't do, the team built around him to support him on that. If you can't do this, we got somebody for that. If you can't do that, they built on his strengths.
Hey, I'm glad you said that. Don't that sound like an old school team? Keep it real.
Hmm.
You got a defensive specialist, the Kobe stopper, the whoever stopper, Ruben Patterson, or whoever you want to put it on there. Then you got your 3-point specialist, your Steve Kerrs, the BJ Armstrongs, the Scott
Hmm.
Novaks, or whatever the fuck his name was. You know, from boy, you had a lot of 3-point
You
specialists
built a
that could
Bud
support. You
Bush,
respectfully.
built a support
Craig
system
Hodges,
around your
Yeah,
franchise player.
Trent
facts.
Tucker.
That's how you supposed to do it, and that's why you think Giannis winning.
You know what niggas used to think when you went and got another franchise player? Y'all trying to trade me? Y'all done with me? That's what niggas used to think. When you went searching for another superstar to come to the team, they was like, "You y'all trying to trade me?" That was a problem when a star was coming to another star fucking domain. It was like, nigga, what y'all doing?
See, that was the problem that Detroit had with Adrian Danley and Isaiah though. Because Adrian Danley was a bucket, dog. So why you think that shit ain't work out? It's only one ball.
Why that shit didn't work out? Why a lesser Scottie Pippen when he was lesser with Portland? Why he didn't work out with in Houston with Charles Barkley?
Because he wasn't built like that.
Yeah, he wasn't the nigga he thought he was.
That's what I say. He wasn't built like that. And when if a nigga got to beat something out you or get it out you wasn't that nigga from Jump Street. Not learning something and it's accepting to your role. That's why when Scotty bitched up and talking about I ain't going in when Phil ain't draw that player for you, that's bitch shit. I don't want nobody like that on my team. You're not bigger than the team, Scotty. And you're not that offensive firepower that carries over the hump like Kukoc had in his bag. So what I'm saying is that Phil is the coach. So why is you going against the grain like you MJ? That's why that very next year after you had that 54 and whatever season, you got bounced out in the second round. The very next year you had what 30 some games you was winning, and you purned at your shoe. Come back, Jordan. Please come back, man. Come on, man. Fixing that big crying like he done got locked up and he ain't got the buy money.
Hey, what you think about Jimmy Butler, Udonis, and Spoelstra?
Hey, like I told him, T, this shit could go two ways. This either gonna make your season, or it's gonna break your season. Only way I can figure this shit out is when the playoffs start, though. Because you ain't gonna get nothing in the regular season because it's down the wire. People might try to rest up a couple of players to go in strong. Some people, like I said, if Miami drop to the third position, as long as they don't drop under three. We done lost 4 games in a row and we still in number one. Tell me how that work if we don't have a good team in the system over there. But they telling me, oh, we need a nigga like a LeBron type player. Kid. No, we don't, because they ain't gonna do nothing but tear our team down. And we gotta force him to get his shot. You know what I
Yep.
mean? As long as you got a team oriented basketball, just let the chips fall with it. But it made me thought
That's
Jimmy
their
Butler can
strength.
take
That's
over.
what people don't understand. That's their
That's
strength.
what
See,
I'm
you don't
trying to
want to
tell
bring.
a nigga.
See, and look, that's what happened with and that's what happened with Philly. If you look at it, it's a game. I forgot who they was playing. If you look at that boy Maxi, they was watching. They was forced to watch this nigga James Harden go ISO and 1-on-1, and he waved his hands in the air like, "What the fuck is we doing?" Like nobody cutting no nothing. It's like, look, don't bring a all about myself player to some team players because it's not gonna work out. That's the same shit
Fact.
that happened low key with the Clippers too. When them niggas got used to sharing the ball, not giving a fuck who shoot it, and then it came to where it was like it must be these two niggas. It was like, okay, we got a problem with that.
I told you that, and that's why none of them niggas ain't there.
Yep,
Tank
and
Dell
that's
gone,
exactly what
Herrera
they did.
gone.
Whoever had a
All them
problem with
niggas
it
that
had
was
to
on
go.
that team, they had to go.
I told niggas that too. I was right there with you. I told niggas that. Like, it's a problem. Niggas don't like that. When niggas shared, and the same thing kind of happened with KD. When he went there, you even heard fans, people, mama saying shit like, man, this motherfucker coming here with this ISO shit. It's dangerous, man, trying to get a player that likes to be about themselves, man, coming to a team orient.
All right. Unless you got a player that's willing to buy into the system and willing to share the ball. You know what I mean? Now, if I know this the only person that I got, it'd be hard to go to that type team. But if you know how a person is, why would you go over there and fuck up your bag and your numbers knowing you ain't gonna get the shine that you deserve to keep it going to feed your family? I'm not
Yeah,
doing that, dog. That's why I told Ticket that time. I said, man, you talking about give up James? I mean, get James Harden and give up Bam, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and all this for that nigga?
You can.
No way.
I don't see how they. And that's what hurting Philly right now. They don't have Steph Curry, the brother.
I'm not about to leave. I'm not about to leave no
That's a good
faithful
point,
girl.
too.
I'm not about to leave no faithful girl in a faithful relationship to jump into a sometimey relationship. Hell no. And that's what you're doing when you take on.
Yeah, but we see
I ain't
right.
never look at it like that though, T. That was a good way of explaining that. That's
Yeah,
like you going for a one night stand, but you got a beautiful young lady at home that you can do the same thing with.
and and Steph Curry is showing out of the nets. Dummies,
Yeah, he's saving their ass too. Underrated.
stupid. I'm glad. And you got overweight, dirty Grizzly Adams up in Philly. Think that's gonna help y'all?
They even got Sugar Bear doing the peace sign on y'all niggas, man.
Now you see
Can't
what
get
he
enough
doing
of them
over there.
golden Chris.
This nigga 20 and 17 look like every night over there.
Can't get enough of them golden Chris.
But the Lakers couldn't do nothing with this nigga. Philly couldn't do nothing with this nigga, and he averaging a double double like in his sleep over there in Brooklyn.
Bro,
Andre Drummond is not a bad player, man. He
he's
did go to
not.
UConn, you
I
know.
like him, a high energy player, great
Mm,
rebounder, great defender. But I'm saying he got holes in his game.
yeah, he ain't no Kareem, but
Yeah, they fucked me up with that.
yeah, they
Like he
did you,
was the
man.
next signing with Kareem and putting the picture next to the man and
That's
all
Major
that.
capping at his best right there.
Yeah, but he's a double double. You know that's
He
that.
is a
Yo,
double double, and the Lakers didn't use him right.
they didn't. Nope.
Hey,
The
but this
Lakers
is
couldn't get a triple swing out that nigga.
I'm
Fuck
just
that.
gonna keep it real, man. I forgot at a lot of these teams win a championship. I don't put that championship ring with weight, and I'm just gonna explain myself. Like a shortened season, when you win a championship in a shortened season, to me, okay, mm, okay, that's how I look at certain things. You know what I mean? Just like how the Spurs beat the Knicks, right? Was that a shortened season or not?
Yeah, that was 99.
99. Okay. Then we had that, that COVID shit. They had a 3 month layoff, and then a lot of they play. I'm just saying, a lot of these rings that these players have, I don't carry with a lot of weight, but the Spurs still ended up proving themselves, still getting the rest of their championships out the way when it was actually a full season. That's just the point that I'm making here. You know, because, hey, since I'm just going to keep it real, and I said this, and I've been saying this, and I'm just going to, we're going to get on some college basketball shit. Um, this Laker experience, y'all say it's a failure. Other than that shortened season, they basically just gave them, because look, that's just how I looked at it. They still got it, but they didn't duplicate it because you didn't repeat. You about to miss the playoffs again. You basically missed the playoffs. You basically missed the playoffs 3 out of 4 years because they started that play-in shit. And y'all favorite player signed in on it.
Mhm.
And the same thing you signed off in, you might not be a part of. Because if y'all lose tonight, y'all be 11. I said it was going to happen. Y'all don't want to give Russell Westbrook his props. He has been playing a whole lot better, but let the media tell it. But Skip, he scored 39 points, Skip. What else can he do, Skip?
Mm.
You know,
Nothing.
but keep getting his ass whooped, and I love it.
Hey, you love it, I like it. Now, getting back to the college thing. Hey, so we talking about the women, man. Who you see coming out of that, man? That's that. Them tough cookies right there. You got South Carolina going against Louisville, and you got UConn going against the defending champion Stanford Cardinals.
So that's who won the last year, the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. Tyree, I forgot that her, that she got her girls back there again. Man, them girls nice, man.
I've seen. I mean, like I
That's
think
so hard, man.
it's hard to pick though, but South Carolina do look strong in Louisville too. So
Hey, we about to see his power, cause that lefty girl, man. She with the shits, boy. She with the shits, man. I like that. I like players that play on both ends. They just don't show that. That's one thing about what you call it. Yeah, I like her. Yeah, you're a bucket getter and all that, but I want to see you defensively. I want to see you really guard. You know what I'm saying? I
mhm.
want to see you really guard some freaking body.
Not no play, no passing lanes.
Man, yeah, right. I want you to see you defend.
Get up the grill, y'all.
You know, you're a good player and everything like that, but just keep it real, man. I'm just so tired. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, she's just a quick man." Dude, like she's clutch. She had all the clutch shots. I thought North Carolina State got hold. Like, I don't care. That one play was a 3-point play, clearly missed. And then it was like a home game for them girls too. Cause man, you in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Come on, man. Bridgeport ain't nowhere from UConn. Hey, but they made history in their own right. They went in two double. They went in double overtime.
Mhm.
That was two. I thought it was one because after the first one, I
No,
walked
old
out.
girl hit the three. Old girl hit the three.
Mhm.
Old girl hit the three in the corner to send it to the second one, right in old girl's face too.
Yeah.
She, but then she came back in the second one. They was running the same play,
Hey,
same
you could
play.
tell it was about her though, because they kept showing her mama.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it was about that young lady, number 5 for UConn.
Now, that's the most I ever seen her. Like. I know who she is, but yeah, they been putting a spotlight on the parents and stuff. They do that. They've been doing that in the men's though too. Like when Creighton was playing Kansas, and when that freshman that kept on showing the mama cheese and smiling, talking shit. Hey, that's how it is. A part of the game, man. But she was just. Yeah, I felt like she handled herself well though.
At
That's your
first, UConn had me scared because North Carolina wasn't backing down from the motherfuckers.
North Carolina
But
State. Yeah,
I know UConn really on the rebuilding thing right now. Them niggas don't got the team like the Diana Taurasi, the Maya Moores, the Rebecca Lobos. They got a young team and they've been rebuilding ever since that Maya Moore shit. Maya Moore that went to college and UConn ain't really been the same after that. They've been having some solid teams, but not like the dominance of the early 2000s,
they
late
still make it
90s.
to the Final Four. They ain't won it. They ain't won it since. I'm just saying they make it to the Final Four and all that,
But
but
that's
they ain't
all they
won it.
good for.
But now, right? But that's just like I said, I don't see them beating Stanford. I just don't see it. Stanford got too much size, and Stanford is like South Carolina. They deep. UConn, you deep too, but now you get into the thicket of the ilks now. This ain't the old Stanford Cardinals where UConn can impose they will because of UConn. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling. Am I right? Underrated?
Yes.
I'm surprised Gino's still holding on, but I thought he'd been rich. How much more you want to win? What you trying to do over there? You got about 9 of them things. You ain't even got no room. You got to go to your feet now. I'm just saying, how many you want?
Them nigga must love the coach, man. He must love the coach, man. I remember the man was slim. Now the man got a belly and everything. Granddad, all kind of stuff. You know.
That nigga
Man,
whole head great, man. I seen that shit on the sideline yesterday. I'm like, God damn, I ain't seen Gino. It look like I ain't seen you in 20 years, boy.
nah, old Gino. But yeah, this final, this the women's final four it's gonna that starts on Friday on the first of the month, the first and the third, and the men's will be the second. Final four will be Saturday, championship Tuesday.
I like a mother.
Man, I still pick. I'm still gonna pick with my pick. Like I said, I picked Kansas when the season started, and I picked them to win it. The
Yeah.
bracket came out, so I'm still sticking with my pick. I know they talk about Duke and Carolina. Good storyline, Krzyzewski and all that, but they ain't even talking about Kansas. They talk about all the other teams. I've been watching this college basketball, man. They ain't talking about none of this shit. They ain't talking about. All they talking about is Coach K and Carolina and Villanova. You probably get 10% of the Kansas Jayhawk coverage. I just been watching this shit. I'm just talking about ESPN. They ain't even talking about these niggas. But Kansas to me is still the only team that's left that's the most complete at all that's left of them. And I think this is the time when they're gonna play their play their great game. Then now that they see when they locked in, do it. They would have locked in on the Miami in the first half. They would have blown them out then. They need to come up with that attitude, like, hey, but Kansas can play
So
with
that
either
that's
one
who
of them
beat
niggas.
Miami. Kansas
Yeah,
beat Miami.
Kansas was the number one seed. Kansas handled their business. That they number one. They was number one in the Midwest.
Yeah. But I tell you one thing though, I know it's 0-0. I'm happy that Gonzaga the lost.
I told y'all Gonzaga wasn't gonna make it.
I'm saying, how many number one seeds made it besides Kansas?
Just Kansas.
It's Kansas. That's it.
Boy,
Kansas
that's
on the one
crazy.
that went far. Kansas on the one that went far. Beta lost to Carolina, and
Carolina, yeah.
and they almost lost. And that game went in overtime. And Carolina won that game in overtime.
Yeah.
But I told y'all losing that player for Baylor. I told you how that losing a player like that, your heart and soul, your defense like that, man. It shows, man.
Yeah, it
It
does.
showed,
Yeah, it
and it
does.
clearly showed, man. Like even though they was pressing on Carolina and everything like, yeah, you know me, I still got um. I'm recording all that. I recorded all the final. I recorded the regionals. I watched the girls this morning again, the NC State, and man, I felt like them girls got robbed a couple of calls at the end, man, and they didn't get the whistle on. But then as soon as Connecticut up, blah, yep, yeah, I already see. I already see what's
Yeah.
going on. Yeah, I'm
You
already
see,
seeing it.
every time Connecticut play close, they get the calls, man.
Yep. I
All
mean,
of them.
it's just a fact. But granted, oh girl, hey, y'all about to go against another. Y'all going against another. Y'all going against them powers. You going against teams that ain't scared of you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I still think the best player in the country resides in South Carolina, Aaliyah
Yeah.
Boston. Aaliyah
Yeah.
Boston. That girl is a beast. Now, mind you, Stanford got all these teams got great players on their team, man. They
Hmm.
got great. They have great guard play. They got inside
Hmm.
shooters. Man, I just don't like. It's just like, man. That's like, man. I was just sitting there saying to myself, I was like, this kind of remind me of the year when they wasn't talking about. They didn't think Kansas was going to win it that year. They thought it was going to be Memphis, even though they was a number one seed.
Mhm.
I just think they're going to win it this year, man. I think it's going to stay in the Big 12 for the second
But
year in a row.
yeah, I
Baylor
think
won.
Lawrence, Kansas, get ready. That's all I know.
Hey, my boy already said he was like, man, if they win the chip, bro, he was like, you think '08 was? Cause I wasn't there for '08. 'Cause I was in Michigan when they won it in '08. 'Cause I was telling the homies out there, 'cause everybody was like Memphis, and I was like, no, I'm going for Kansas, and I was the only one that went for Kansas. I was like, man, I was like, that's my team, man.
I've always been a big Kansas fan. Syracuse is my favorite college
They
team.
just could never get to the Final Four. A lot of teams should have went to the Final Four, man. They never got a chance. Like they all like a lot of people don't know if that win that Bill Self just went 4-7 in Elite Eights.
Yeah.
The Elite Eight is like what he said. The Elite Eight is one of the hardest games to coach.
Mhm.
Hardest. But I know Villanova lost a player though. But even if this is just me. I know Villanova people ain't gonna agree with me. But I've been watching Kansas and I watched Villanova all year long. Kansas been consistent all year. Oh yeah, I know they ain't showed it until the second half of the thing, but they did just enough. And now it's time for you to let them know that hey, they ain't even talking about them guys, man. You see what they be doing on the networks? They're talking about Duke and Carolina, and they're just like what you call it said. Duke, but people fail to realize Duke and Carolina gonna beat the tail out of each other. And who's to say that just because you beat Duke and Carolina don't mean you're gonna beat? Let's say it's Kansas. Even if Villanova was at full strength, I still think Kansas would have beat them. That's just my opinion. Because they've been consistent all year. And they got somebody that can fuck with Gillespie. And they got the best six man in it. They got the best six man. Because when it comes to college basketball, that six man, it comes a whole lot. I seen it happen back in the day with Arkansas. They
Mhm.
six men come off the bench and just hit them points. Get them 18, get them 20. And while your star is still doing his thing.
But what impressed me about Kansas, though, they're a very smart defensive team, and they athletic. When they turn you over, man, that's it. I mean, within 4 minutes, they can score 15, 16 points just like that.
If they sit there and just lock on D, you know what I mean? Like, and then, and then, they just been complete though. This is a very unique Kansas team, man, because I seen all these players just develop. Even the transfer players that they got. Seeing them, I remember Coleman Lance was at Iowa State doing Kansas and doing them three balls. You know what I mean? I just was like, and then I seen how Remy was with Arizona State. Even the dude from Baylor, the point guard for Baylor, seen him when he was at Arizona just last year at Arizona doing his thing. They both was all Pac-12 guards. Two little guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in. You know what I'm saying?
But I love Kansas. I really do. I like that they come together. I really do. I'm very impressed with that. And you see they play for each other. There's a big difference.
I know, but everybody's saying it's Duke and it's Carolina, and which was said we playing for one another. You can see these teams that are playing. You can say all these teams are, which is really with the which are truth. They are playing for each other and everything like that. And
Yeah, they are. But
And
Kansas is a complete team.
Duke is playing for I just glad that game is number two. I just want Kansas to go out there and handle their business, come out there injured free, and we go at it.
Yeah.
And we go at it, whoever gonna play. But then again, you have to play the game. They just owe Villanova, man. Like they owe Nova, man, because I didn't even think about it. The years that Villanova won the championship, they always knocked off Kansas,
Yeah.
and then whoever wins always end up winning the championship. So we're gonna knock these doors off this time. We owe you, Jay, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Bill Self owe you, sir. I don't care what nobody say. They had a magnet in that motherfucking ball when they played them that one year. That year, nigga, they was up like 22 to like 4, nigga. Everybody was shooting the three ball. I'm like, dude, it was net. I still got the game, bro.
Mm.
All them shots was nothing but net. No rim. All these players was shooting. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I see niggas get hot like two niggas. Not a whole squad, nigga. Nigga, hold on, nigga. Like something's in this. Something's going on. But they got the chip. We owe you for that one. I just want them to get their redemption for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That shit pissed me off. That was like the last. That was like one of the last years they had all number one seeds made it.
Yeah.
And the women's got more number one seeds in the tournament than the men's.
Yep.
3 out of 4 is not bad. It should have been 4 out of 4, but give credit to UConn. They got it done in two overtimes.
Yeah.
I just hated that the referees don't keep it 100. Cause that play right there was so crucial in that play. Cause that would have tied the game, and then you don't know what could have happened after that.
Yeah.
That still put them behind the 8 ball, behind 1.
See, a team got Connecticut, you got to blow them out because you're playing close. Listen, I know Connecticut's a great team. You know they're the dynasty. I'm not saying you're not, but
Oh yeah, they got the closers. Like Fudd, like she's a freshman. She's playing acapella like she ain't been there. I'm like, okay, now you gonna got some play. Now you going against the champs.
mm-hmm.
Oh, girl, seen them last year, so hey, y'all already know.
Mm-hmm.
I think they playing them for the second straight time. Did they play them last year too? Cause they made it last year.
I think they did.
Wait a minute, because because Aaliyah Boston missed that layup against Stanford in the semifinals. Because Arizona ended up being UConn last year. That's what it was. Arizona played UConn, and it was Stanford and South Carolina last year. Cause you remember Boston missed that easy shot?
Oh yeah, right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Memory bank is just like that. Just like that. The most beautiful thing in this world.
For South Carolina, bro. Mm-hmm. South Carolina. Who do you think the best NBA team right now?
Who I think is the best who?
NBA team.
NBA team? I have to say the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
As a regular season is that
Yeah.
they body of work have proven that, and that's not a Kaepernick thing for me to say right now. But that's why you play. I just think now they got Chris Paul now they got Chris Paul back now too. They get a couple games. He get a couple games in and everything like that in, and just go with the motions, man. And we're just gonna see what they're gonna do, man. So, um, I just give their teams they probably give Memphis a lot of credit
Yeah.
what they doing.
Against without
I
Charles.
don't want to give I have to give credit to Chicago too, but I don't want to give it to Billy Donovan because I think Billy Donovan's fucking over that team in a lot of ways. Um, but Chicago they have been um they made some steps forwards this year to me.
They just
Um,
cannot beat the big teams, man.
Go ahead. Mhm.
They cannot beat the big teams, man.
They ain't got their point guards either. This has got Caruso, and then they don't have Lonzo. When you have your
Right.
point guard like that, that does
Yeah.
that
That's true.
shows
That
to
does
me.
overlap. Yeah. Is he coming back?
I think he had a setback.
Oh man.
I think it was a setback. 'Cause we was talking about that. We was talking about that earlier.
But Gonzaga is going. Yep.
This is the thing with Gonzaga this year, team. Now you had Drew Timmy and you had Chet, but they point guard it, inconsistency from the perimeter. It's gonna bite you in your ass one way or another. Kansas, there's one thing about they say yes, you got to make threes, right? But you have to. Okay, I get all that. You have to. But when you got defense and your defense and you know it, it and you stick to your DNA and get back to who you are,
Mm-hmm.
I think, hey, a lot of people, I know everybody's talking about everybody else, but I think this is the time when Kansas is going to turn it on now.
I think that
I think they're
whoever
going to turn it on. I think they're going to turn it on. I think they're going to turn it on. That's just me. Whoever they going to play, either Duke or Carolina, I know whoever they play, they ain't going to pick Kansas to beat them anyway.
might be a Big Eight, might be another Big Eight blowout. It would not surprise me. Not just capping either. But this says Kansas time.
Yeah, this is a different Kansas team, though. This ain't like of years past. Yeah, I will say that. This is like of the ones that, especially the last one with Sharon. It was Sharon, and it had that boy Malik. Then that dude, man, he was from the South too. He was from Mississippi too. What's that dude's name? Man, they had that dude from Memphis. They had that dude from Memphis. I remember that Kansas squad. That was the number one seed. They ended up losing to Villanova, and then Villanova ended up beating Carolina
Yeah.
for the chip on that last shot. Yeah, so we just gonna see what it is, man. And then the games tonight, I think they got like 4 or 5 games tonight on the NBA. It is the Bucks and the 76ers. Then you got Bulls at Wizards. Then you got Pistons at Nets. The doubleheaders on TNT. Lakers and Mavericks. And Jazz and Clippers. Oh, it just dawned on me too. Um, I don't. This is the main reason why I keep telling y'all I don't respect RoboCop for this particular reason. You got all this power to eliminate everything that's going on in the media world, but you choose not to. And not only that, even at the games, you in the press conference, you're the leader of the team. You make everybody better. You say keep the same energy, so I'm keeping the same energy. And I don't care what y'all little fanboys say. What I'm saying is truth. I'm going by what this man said out of his own mouth. So, but y'all get mad if somebody like me is going to say what the fuck I'm going to say. It's just my fucking opinion, but it's the fucking truth. He's selfish. He's fucking arrogant as fuck. He sat there and was like, oh, yeah, my teammates now that I have on my team, they not playoff experience. They don't know. Huh? If I was man, I don't see how players could be your teammate. I don't see how you want to throw a lot of blame for everything. There's never been accountable for you. Nobody. There's never been nobody accountable. LeBron James. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm just being all the way real, cause nobody never checked it on you. But your time is coming, sir. Oh, it's coming.
Payback is a month.
Oh, I ain't even gonna say that. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord.
Yeah.
Whatever a man soweth, that man shall also reapeth. I'm telling you, sir, it's coming. And I've been telling y'all it's coming for a long time. And even when it does come out, some of y'all motherfuckers gonna still say it's motherfucking capping and lying and shit like that. You can't continue to shit on everybody. Don't think anybody gonna shit on you, sir. You well protected right now, nigga. You well protected. And I'm talking on some real grown man ass shit. You well protected. You got all y'all little flunkies. And you know what's kind of ironic too, underrated? Did you ever notice this too? Um, Grant Hill does the Duke games, they win. Rebecca Lobo does the UConn games, they win. You just noticed that too? Because some people brought that to my attention, but I already knew about it anyway. But I don't know. I just got grass.
Then your play still taking, you letting this person disrespect y'all like that. And he don't play hard on you or nothing. Incredible. Like, you're not a playoff team. We busting our ass. You saying that?
This is the thing, LeBron. Too much is given, too much is required. You've been in the spotlight this whole entire time. I know ESPN been coddling you, funneling you like a little thumb all this time. You're so used to having your way, having your way, having your way, and then you got all these little dudes that they was okay in their careers. Some of them ain't wasn't shit in their careers. And then you got your little fannies that's on your payroll doing telecasting your Laker games and shit. So they could sit there and shit on Westbrook some more. I haven't seen it this whole entire season. I don't know. That's just me. And how come Mark Jackson always got to do a prime time Warriors game all the fucking time? Y'all can't get nobody else. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
For you to sit there and say that about your teammates, that let me know. It just solidify everything that I'm saying. I don't care about stats. Y'all can blame. Y'all, of course, y'all want to sit there and blame. Y'all want to blame the coach. He did win him a championship. But in me, like I just said before, I don't really don't consider that a championship. But it still is a championship because you had a 3-month layover, 3 months off from the shit. It's just like when the Spurs won their championships against the Knicks. That was a short season.
Yep.
Did the Rockets win one of their series for a short season too? If I ain't mistaken.
I think 94.
But they solidified itself back in '95 though, because they repeated.
Right, it repeats. So right.
Right, so they solidified themselves. So I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been seeing some stuff in the league, man. I'm like, you have one hairdos. Now I'm seeing you got little twisty rainbow white twisties all in your hair and stuff. That's how y'all do. That's what y'all do. That's how y'all rock, man. But I don't rock like that. That's why I continue talking about this basketball shit. That's why I keep it basketball. But y'all niggas looking fruity as a fanboys out there, man.
Yeah, sure is.
Y'all out there fruity as pancakes. But just cause the world got accepted don't mean I have to. That's the only
Right.
point that I'm making. But I keep it on basketball. But I'm still gonna voice my opinion on it.
Mm.
Hit the like, share, subscribe it, man. Shit.
So New Orleans is in ninth place, right?
Mhm.
They might get it, man. For the play,
Okay, now just gonna look at Okay, let me just go to NBA.com right quick. And let's go to teams. Let's go to the Lakers. Okay. Okay, this is their remaining schedule. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 8 games remaining, and this is their schedule. They play the Mavericks at Dallas. They play the Jazz at they play the Jazz. Okay, yeah, they're away at Dallas.
Uh-huh.
They play then they play the Jazz on the 31st. Then they say the St. Pelicans team. They play them again on the 1st. That's gonna be in LA. They play the Nuggets at home. They play the Phoenix Suns on the 5th. They play the Warriors on the 7th. They play the Thunder on the 8th. And the last game of the season, they play the Denver Nuggets on the 10th. Now we're gonna go to the Pelicans because uh that's who they battling this thing is. Okay. Okay, we go to okay. Okay. Today they play no. Wednesday they play the Blazers. Then the first they play the Lakers. Then and then they'll play. Then they play at the Clippers on the 3rd. Then they then they play at Sacramento. And then they'll play the Pelicans. No, they'll play the Blazers again on the 7th. They play the Grizzlies on the 9th. And their last game of the season against the Warriors on the 10th. They got more winnable games than the Lakers does.
I want the Lakers not to make it. I do.
But other than that, man, I'm gonna let you cook for a minute, man. I'm gonna take a 15, bro.
Ah,
It's all you, bro.
all
Talk to
right,
him.
thank you. Yeah, man, what's going on? This is T Pipe TP Experience. What's up? What's up? This is number one grinder, better known as the underrated one. Um, I see. Let me see. What's up, Tyson Garcia? Matt Moses. Glad to see you. Swoop. That's what I did. Don Cooks. Think Tank always in the build. Thank you. Aries 23 ACU in the wild. JT, what's going on? What's up, Warren? What's up, nephew? How you doing? Glad to see you. Panama Queen, how you doing? Long time no see. Yep. Yeah, we see the Knicks win. Okay, that's good. Four straight. But the coach got his hands forced. So he had no choice to play him. That's why I look at it. So yeah, man. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, let me see who else in this piece. Hey, that's it. Am I going hit this back? Yeah. Phoenix is the team to beat in the West. They include the NBA. The bench got strengthened. They got some depth in the bench. I look for them to make a push. Phoenix did hold it down, y'all. They was winning until Chris Paul get back. I think they lost only like 2 3 games. They won the rest, so that's gonna help them a lot. So I'm looking for them to make a run. I don't know what's up with Golden State, man. Yep. And also, NFL draft be coming up in a few weeks, so I think the Jets in good shape, man. The Jets in good shape. They picking up some nice pieces. I like that. You know. Yeah. Sorry about that. Um, I want to see in the college game who's gonna get better in the NBA next year. I really want to see that. Yeah. Yep. It's a brutal business, yo. That's it. Try to tell y'all, man. Yeah. Do your homework, y'all. Do your homework. Do your homework about history, man. Sports, man. It's very important. The old sports, the old history do connect with the young. And, yeah. I just want to see them. I just want to see some parity. I do. I used to get my food and some shit. When I was living in New York, I used to with Pistol Green. But shout out to TP, man. It's an excellent channel, y'all. Let's keep on watching it. Let's bring a good all day.
Yay, yay.
Yeah, yeah, you back.
Yeah, man. I'm just sitting here. Had to stretch the legs out, man. Niggas don't know, man. When you sitting here you sitting on your ass and stuff like that, man. You stretch get a little older, man. You can't sit down, man. You gotta stretch out and shit. I'm sitting in the same spot for a minute. We 3 hours cooking in. But yeah, man. Anything on your mind to talk about, man? What's up, man?
And
Anything you want that's grinding your gears?
man, I just I love Kansas, man. I want to see Lawrence celebrate, man. I really do, man. They young, Kansas deserves it, man. Just want to do, man. Like that. Well, yeah, I do want to talk about the Knicks a little bit, man. You know, they won 4-0, right? I understand, but the coach was forcing his hand,
Yeah, when you're forcing your hand, then you want me to give you credit for that. Now, matter if you was doing that from the beginning,
right?
giving these boys an opportunity to really, you know, you got to give these kids a chance, man. I mean, they're not kids; these men a chance. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes that. That's why a lot of these players. That's why I see why a lot of these players they don't even give NBA a chance because they see how they do other players, so they go overseas. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't think about it from that angle. You know, because now I can see it from my understanding now why some players do go overseas and they be big time players overseas if they would have been they'd been in the NBA. You know, so
That's true. I just don't like that. You know, then he gonna complain about the media. Boy, you complain with the media for what? For
hold on a
what?
second, hold it down.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, they want to.
wonder what the Knicks gonna do after the season's over. Yeah, yeah. The Nets. There's some people say they ain't gonna make a run, but I believe they can. And yeah, y'all gonna do a boxing talk live. That's gonna be in 20 minutes. Gonna be 3:35. So if you have the time, come check me out. Uh,
So how you feel about the Will and Jada situation? I ain't big on TV, watching all that stuff. I heard
Fuck
your
you.
show. I heard your show yesterday talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
The grinder too. Yeah, I talk basketball sometimes. Yeah, and fuck Will. You gotta understand one thing too. For me being from Brooklyn, New York, and Chris Rock, I put it like this, man. Anywhere in the hood anywhere in this country in the hood, man, is gonna have goons, man. They not gonna let it happen. I hope it doesn't get to that, but I'm just saying, man. Nah, man. I don't like that shit, man. He was laughing at the joke, and all of a sudden she put a battery pack and you up there to assault another black man. Then you got get that Denzel Washington talking about, oh yeah, whoever it is the devil. So Chris Rock is the devil now?
Mm.
You're a bunch of whole niggas, man. Him and that fruity, that long beard, that beard fruity one. I'm talking about Tyler Perry. Then you gonna make that speech and cry while you assault another black man over a joke? Well, we understand. We're always a whole nigga anyway. Fuck that.
Mm.
We always been a whole nigga, man. Crying. Why you ain't step to that young man that fuck your wife? That your wife and let me say this, that your wife had took advantage of. He was a minor, so that's statutory rape.
Mm. Let that sink in.
I don't hear no enticing. She took advantage and deliberately. She raped him. He was a minor. But y'all want to throw him away like that. Like my brother TP said, let that sink in. So that means, Will, you stupid motherfucker. That means you live with a predator. Now tell me I'm wrong now. I'm a predator. She sleep with a minor. So what that makes you, Will? I guess you wasn't getting the job done, don't you? That she has to search for a minor that she raped. While you up in the chair crying. Y'all here with that, man. Nah, man. And I don't want to hear, oh, look at the, but she knows she got a disease. No, she always been manipulative all these years. This is the same thing that her mother said she married with her father, saying that such and such he raped her. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say R word. I'm gonna say the R word. Wow. Wicked, man. Wicked. That's why they call Hollywood, man. And let's not forget about Tony Rock. You think don't think Tony Rock ain't gonna forget about that shit either. You wanna press charges on Chris Rock? Nah, I ain't press no charges. Nah. Nah, that's all right.
Mm.
or you got kids don't know what sex that they in.
Mm.
So that's letting me know your household is not in order.
A house is a house of love. I learned. I don't know what made me thought about that.
No, you're right though. I mean, it's not in order.
I learned. Now I got to watch Five Heartbeats, man. Now I got.
Yeah, man, now you gonna make me dig into this shit, man. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube and hope that I can watch that shit for free, man. But I'm just saying, like,
And y'all be actually surprised what YouTube actually have for free though. They got some funny movies that be on there for free.
it is. I searched for this shit, man.
You can. I'm still trying to find Foolish. Can't find that bitch nowhere.
No. I was trying to look for that shit last month. I couldn't find it. Shit. What your feelings on it though, bro?
About what?
Well,
With Will? Um, I'm just gonna reiterate. Cause I'm looking at it from all angles. Yeah, some people look at it from this angle. Was it staged? Okay. Or it's like what James and them was talking about it earlier. We was talking about earlier. But I know I said I wasn't going to, but only reason why I changed my mind talking about it is because I have always have real people on my panel. You know what I mean? And we ain't with the play, so that's only why I am talking about it now. I don't know, cause with me honestly, like, didn't I understand it from this standpoint? Will has been a. Let's look at his last 3 years, and I've been noticing that too. He's been public humiliation, but then again, he done some shit that he had to do too. He had to done his dirt. A lot of people don't understand this. We was just talking about it earlier. You gotta get down with these rituals, man. You got your embarrassment rituals, and you basically, and then everything. What I'm saying is this. Come down to saying is this. From this whole aspect. Oh, yeah, that's a good spot. But she let me know who won the pass in that relationship. And he was laughing at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then she gave and then me and Trayvon, we was talking about this yesterday behind the scenes. She gave him that look like, you better go do something. But also she gave that look that, you know who run this shit. And then that's why I posted my comments, because shout out to my boy Zeddy. Shout out to my boy Zeddy, the college homie, man. Zeddy Perry, man. Or he was like, hey, he wanted you all to talk about that incident. And then the dude was like, and I read some people in the comments, they were just like, oh, Will Smith gonna slap the shit out of Chris Rock, LOL. And I was like, what happened why Will didn't slap the old boy for banging his wife?
Right.
Or even Future. I know one was a minor, one was the other one was a grown ass man. Which one? But I'd rather you smack a grown man than a child. I'm just saying. You got another grown man that was knocking them boots.
I'm gonna say this one last thing before I go on my boxing live. I'm gonna say this though, bro. Will's a whole ass nigga. Alright? And I'm gonna tell you, Denzel Washington and Tyler, something's gonna happen to y'all too. Cause God do not like ugly. That's some whole ass shit. That's all I'm saying. And let me say this again, and I'm gonna reiterate it. Jada raped a minor in the house that he thought that he's helping her. That he thought that he was getting help. And Will ain't did nothing about it. Oh, I left this out. So that makes you a predator.
Mm. Let that sink in.
I rest on that, man. Yo, man, it's always a pleasure to see you. Yo, we gotta do something. We gotta do something, man.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Message me about it, man.
I got you, man. We definitely gonna do it, man.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
Yeah. You too.
Praise.
Peace. All right. All right. Hey, it's been fun. I've been kicking with y'all 3.5 hours, man. Shout out to everybody who came through and hollered, like, share, subscribe. I don't know when I'm gonna be on here again, but if Kansas win the chip, then I'll do my little due diligence and do a stream. But other than that, yeah, y'all ain't gonna hardly hear from me. I might be in the comments, posted, chilling, but it's just the best time of the year. The best time of the year is the Final Four, and the ladies and the men is gonna be great. That's what my main focus has been. In the NBA, they just don't do a due diligence of really showcasing a true talent they have across the league. I want to say of the young, a peripheral of young talent that they have across the league, because they just market the same players. Um, that's why I get into that college. And this college never fails. It never fails. You really see big men. You really see. You should really see point guard really grow. And of course, you're gonna have your one and dones. You see coaches that you see coaches that have their philosophies, have their systems. You see players grow in their system and growing up to be players. And there's a lot of players that got a player. Matter of fact, that's like that played for KU. Matter of fact, Baji. I ain't thinking Baji gonna be the player like he was. I thought he was gonna make that jump last year, but hey, every player is different. He made that jump this year. So my last final shots is this: may the best team win at the end of the day. But I just don't hope storylines don't. I know that Duke and Carolina and Villanova gonna dominate the headlines. Kansas, y'all just go out there and handle y'all business, man. They ain't talking about y'all. Y'all the number one seed. Still left in the tournament. Y'all been consistent all year long. You learn from your growing pains, man. Hey, don't play with your food. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out, y'all. Peace, love, man. You want to donate to the channel, man? It's deeply appreciated. It's just right there on the bottom of the ticker. If not, show gonna go on anyway. But I'll holla, have fun, man. Chopping up with everybody, man. And I will shout out some people, man. But, man, and I don't want people to be thinking that, like, I forgot about them. But y'all know who y'all is, man. Y'all continue to do what y'all do, man. Be safe out there, man. I'll holler, man. May the best team win. Again, the Final Four women's is on the first and the third. And you got Stanford against UConn. You got UConn against the defending champ Stanford. And you got South Carolina going against the Louisville Cardinals. One versus two, two versus one. So UConn got another two versus one matchup. And then in the Final Four, you got two Villanova going against Kansas. That's the first game. And then, of course, the marquee game of one of the greatest rivalries in sports, as some people say, Duke and Carolina. And they play in the second game of the Final Four. The men's Final Four will be Saturday and Tuesday. So the women's championship will be Monday. That's one thing about women's basketball championships. They always been doing this since the beginning of the time because I've been watching college basketball. The championship is always the day. Women's championship is always the day before the men's. But again, I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. I hope your teams make it to the playoffs. Whatever teams y'all rooting for, moving forward. Hope everybody is well. But losing that loss to me, Boston losing using Williams, man, that's a huge loss. That's a huge loss, especially where a team where they going. I just hope he just continue to stay in there, stay together, man, and get healthy, man. And I know you're gonna need that surgery and everything like that. Hope you come back stronger than ever to help your team out. I hate that. I just like that it happens, but I know it's a part of the game. It's just unfortunate when players who do put that work in. You see them players that put that work in it early in their career. You want to continue, still continue to just continue that grind, man. It ain't gonna stop, man. Don't let that injury define who you are. Continue to conquer that. And that's just anybody. I always root for people in the league that they don't get their due diligence and giving their props to it. Then when they do it, they have give it. That's like being you in your life. Just saying. You want somebody to half give you something or something that you've been working hard for something for, and then you see somebody else, they half give everything what you're supposed to have. So y'all work at the same place. Yeah, it be like that. But like, share, subscribe, y'all. And I'm out. Peace.